Is Jools... Okay, Jools is live. Yay! Oh my god, I was like, fuck, what happened?
You come back and I'm just like with no wig. I'm like,
You're just like a totally different person.
I'm just like, hey
guys. You're like, hey.
But anyway, we were talking about how we were deathly addicted to dolls. Oh my god.
Yes. Okay, so did y'all hear about the Jerobi thing? What the fuck is that?
Is that a pizza topping?
Is that a pizza topping?
Oh
my god.
About the jabronis?
I wish that we could eat like a huge pizza right now together.
Oh my god. Okay, so I don't know like about you, but like I don't know, like I've been really into just like a one topping pizza. Just like a one note.
Yes.
Or like I like to get like a pizza that's like half one, half another.
I love
but
half.
But I don't wanna
mix it.
Yeah, because like all like jalapeno fucking pineapple. That's all I'm fucking.
I was just gonna ask, do you like pineapples on pizza? Because I love pineapple pizza.
I feel like no one likes pineapple on pizza. My thing with pineapple on pizza is like that's what I was gonna say. That's probably the one time where like I do need a backup like ingredient.
Yeah,
I really love like pineapple. I can't get into pineapple in ham just because like ham freaks me out a little bit for some reason.
Ham,
but like pineapple in bacon pizza or pineapple and jalapeno pizza is so sexy and delicious.
I love like jalapeno. Like, oh my god.
I love jalapeno flavored anything.
Me too. Have you ever had the jalapeno flavored Cheetos?
Girl, so no one likes those.
I love those.
I love those. They're so good. Or like, have you ever tried that green Tabasco sauce that's like jalapeno flavored?
No.
Girl, it's the best. Like, it's not like spicy at all. Like, it's just so like.
I usually use Cholula. That's like my go-to.
Girl, they have a jalapeno Cholula. It's green. We have it at my job. I just found out about this.
I need to try that.
I found out about this. I was like, bitch, what kind of sorcery?
Oh my god. Wait, where do you work at now?
Oh my god, I work at this ugly ass restaurant called Uncle Julio's. My manager just texted me right now. She's like, so what did you say?
She's like watching right now.
She's like, yeah, you better stay in line, buddy.
She's like, I heard what you said on your TikTok live.
Girl, it's literally like if Olive Garden and Taco Bell had a baby.
Oh.
Like, it's like Olive Garden's service and like standards, but just like
Taco Bell food.
Like, they're like, can I get 3 soft beef tacos? I'm like, you people are sick.
I'm so done. Of course, Brooke says, that sounds good. What?
Girl, no, but that's what I was literally about to say, like, I love how I'm talking shit as if I didn't literally bring 3 steak tacos home last night.
Right.
They were so good. But we were talking about, like, on Snapchat, how we feel like sometimes, like, we, like, have had issues with, like, maybe using resources on dolls when we should use them in, like, other places.
Yes.
So, like, right now, like, I'm saving for a trip to go to Vegas, right? Which, like, is going to be a real drama. Like, I'm so excited. But I noticed that because, you know, like, I do want to still make TikToks for, like, my, you know, Bratz fan base and stuff like that. I am buying, like, a lot of Bratz dolls, but I'm just kind of like, am I buying Bratz dolls because I should? Or am I buying Bratz dolls because, like, that's, like, what I know?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because you just feel like you kind of, like, have to for some reason.
Yeah, like, it feels like I'm, like, running out of time. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know what you mean.
Fully dies tomorrow. Oh, my God. Wait, knock on wood. I'm joking. No, but yeah, like, I just, like, okay, so, like, I also found myself recently, like I said, not really into Bratz as much as I used to be, but I also just, like, in the doll world, do you, like, I don't know if you agree with this, but, like, do you feel like there is no, like, neutral, normal doll lines anymore?
Do you mean, like in terms of, like, price and stuff?
No, like, I'm, like, in terms of, like, okay, like, think about, like, early 2000s, right? So we have, like, Bratz, Fashion Fever Barbie, like, Janae, like, all those doll lines where, like, a lot of the clothing was, like, real looking clothing, like real denim,
Yes.
like real leather jackets, like real fur, real, stuff like that, where it was like clothing that an actual human would wear, right? As
Yeah.
opposed to I don't know, like sometimes, like for example, like Rainbow High. First of all, who dresses in monochrome at all?
Literally.
Like
Like
I
unless you're like a celebrity or like a pop star on like
like
stage or
unless it's like
something.
a look, like I feel like no one realistically dresses like that, and I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of the clothes are really bright. So then it's just like, because like for me, when I go shopping, like if I do buy something that's like, for example, like, well, maybe not these shirts, but like this shirt, like it's like navy blue. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, like I'm not very much like a let's wear monochrome, like full, like let me get a blue shirt, blue skirt, blue socks, blue
Yeah.
shoes. And like I miss like the early thousands where it was like we had so many like neutral colored clothing, you know what I mean? Like a lot of
Mhm.
grays, a lot of blacks, a lot of browns, a lot of maroon, a lot of like
Yeah.
tan, caramel. And like I miss that in the doll world, because the closest thing we have to like realistic dolls are like Barbie fashionistas, you know what I mean? And
Right. And who the fuck is wearing that?
just like peplum shirts, just peplum shirts to
Literally.
the day
Or
we
it's just like
die.
a stupid like flannel dress and like white like high top like sneakers.
Like who's wearing that?
And like a fanny pack. Like it's
It's like
just
all the weird clothing from Fashion Nova that no one ever really wears.
like all of the like clearance racks at like Forever 21. They're just like throwing onto the fashionistas.
Literally. And I just like, do you think that there's gonna become like there's gonna be a doll line soon that like is gonna bring us like this kind of like, like neutral, realistic world color palette? Or do you think we're gonna continue to see things along the lines of like, like the new like mermaid high dolls and like the glow up girls and like just
Yeah.
very like bright, colorful, like statement, like extra, like I'm taking an Instagram photo, like I'm at Coachella, like that
Yeah.
kind of,
It's
like do you think we're gonna
also
see
like
more of that?
ah, I think it's all become so gimmicky. Like I feel like personally, I feel like as the history and like the timeline of dolls like continues to develop, I feel like they are afraid. Like I feel like well, not Mattel, they fucking like they don't even have money to like have like concepts
I
for their dolls, but like
feel
like
like we got
MGA,
technicalities.
right? Like they kind of like have to do that. I feel like right now because they don't really have like the funds for like extravagancy, but like for with MGA, I feel like with like LOL Surprise and or OMG and like Rainbow High, like I feel like because that's already happened, like there was like Bratz dolls and Live dolls and like just the earlier 2000s, like there was like Flavas and like
Yeah.
just all those types of dolls that really mimicked that. Like that's what was so cool about Bratz is because like they actually wore like real fashion that like you would see a person wearing like out. I mean, obviously it was like more like glammed up or whatever, but that's what was like so fun about it. But I think that because that's already happened, I feel like companies are afraid to like I feel like they have to think they just have to keep topping it. You know what I mean? Like and I
Yeah.
and I feel like to them understated clothing and whatever isn't going to appeal anymore in the way that it did because yes, like Barbie was actually kind of wearing like extravagant stuff in like the 80s and 90s, like really conceptual, like I feel like she kind of like lost touch of like reality in like those eras. But I feel like with Bratz, it was just like I feel like in terms of having like these understated like realistic looking like color scheme stuff, I feel like they did that, and I feel like it would never be received in the same way again for some reason. And I feel like that is why like with their newer doll lines like the LOL OMGs are crazy. Like they have like
Psychopaths.
they are like they make me want to like explode. Like they're crazy and like they're so extravagant and like nobody's wearing that stuff. Like and I feel like they just like all of the dolls are so like hodgepodgey to me. Like they're so like there's just like a hairpiece and hat and like clips and like a neck thing and like a shirt and then an over top and then a jacket and then there's like a two-piece underneath and then there's like leggings and a skirt and boots and socks like and like oh my god like perfect example what is that LOLMG her name is like Cosmic Nova. Do you know
Oh
that
my
one?
god, that psychopath
She's
maniac doll.
she's psycho. Like she's fucking nuts. And I feel like that is the direction they're going because I think that this sort of like abundance, like shock value, like bright colored, like I think that's what they find is appealing to like children, but and I think like the rainbow high dolls, I feel like they just feel like they have to give them this gimmick of like the monochrome, like complete the rainbow thing. Like I feel like they're afraid to have like a normal doll line again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Like
I
what I what, oh, I'm sorry.
oh, I was just gonna say maybe they're like testing the waters right now by bringing brass back to see if like a line like that would sell. But like oh yeah, I don't know. Also, I would love to hear like your thoughts about this still, but also side note, like, do you think that Bratz being in stores again is gonna make them like popular again? Or do you think it's just kind of gonna be like a one-off thing again?
I feel like okay, so like for the not a one-off thing again. God, poor brats, they've really been
I
through
know.
it. Like I feel like when it comes to dolls, like when I think of like doll history, I think that like like the early like I'm talking like 60s and 70s when dolls first started coming out and like clones of Barbie first started coming out. It was all very much like the girl next door, the average American girl. Like she was going to the
Hmm.
pool, like she had like her dining outfit, her going out outfit, like her
Yeah.
bridesmaid outfit. You know what I mean? Very
Hmm.
like realistic like things. And I feel like in the 90s and the 80s we got like Gem, we got like over the top glam Barbie, we got like those Spectra like alien dolls. Like we got so
Yeah.
many like different kinds of random like over the top dolls. Then at the end of the 90s, we started gearing back towards like Generation Girl, Fashion Avenue, like Bratz,
Yeah.
My Scene. So I'm wondering if like towards the end of like the next 5 years or so, if we're gonna see a
Oh.
resurgence in like neutral, realistic dolls again because we're coming from this like over the top like drag queen because like if you think about like a lot of like people who do drag they always say like 90s Barbie inspired me or like 80s Barbie inspired me and it's like I feel like a lot of that like over the top fashion is like at its height right now but it makes me
Yeah.
like as someone who like thinks about like predicting fashion I'm just like I wonder if like in a few years if like we're gonna see like Rainbow High starting to get like more like realistic. You know what I mean? I guess.
Yeah. Yes, and it's like it would repeat that almost like that 20-year cycle just like fashion
Yeah,
does.
yeah. Like that's how I'm like. I feel like we're like because we were like even at the beginning of the 2010s. I want to say. I would say like around the end of the 2020s. I think is when we're gonna start seeing this more because like even at the beginning of the 2010s, we got a lot of like look at like the 2010 Brat stuff like off the mic like fucking like
Yeah.
cats like all that like over the top stuff and then Monster High and like all that kind of stuff. I feel like
Yeah.
that is gonna be a part of one like 20-year like solid gap of like just like over the top rainbow neon dolls, you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
we're gonna start like a new era. But who really
Yes.
knows?
I feel like that probably now that you like explain it like that, I feel like that will happen because I feel like it's just like the natural cycle of like being interested in like this and then almost wanting to do like the opposite because it's like totally different. I
Yeah.
honestly I would like to see Rainbow High like fizzle out into a more just like general like brand because can you imagine, I mean honestly though, like I mean how many more like colors can they like really do if you think about it? So I
Mm-hmm.
feel like eventually they're gonna have to make a decision to like let go of the monochrome thing being like such a like integral aspect of the brand. But like wouldn't it be so pretty to just see like a like a deep blonde haired like dark green eyed just like neutral like rainbow high dollar with like dark skin and like she's wearing like olive green and like little like pink accents like just like something like
Yeah,
that
just like
like
a normal girl.
yes just in something like fashionable but just like like in the way that Bratz were, and like they could just play around, and they could even have like they could even do that thing too, where like how Bratz would sometimes give like certain characters like different eye colors sometimes,
Yeah.
like I feel like that could still keep it really interesting, but it not have to solely rely on like being like rainbows and sparkles, like it's just so
It's
like
it's like a bit much. Like for me with Rainbow
mhm.
High, where it gets frustrating is that like I wouldn't even mind if everything was so vibrant and like I only had a closet of just like vibrant clothing. But it's like
Mhm.
if like for that's like if I picked up this doll right here and it was like Bratz, and then the side was like Bratz, and then
Right.
the back was like B, and then like it had like a halo over here, like. Or like if I picked up like a Monster High doll, and it was just like Monster High, Monster High, Monster High, Monster. It's just like
Yeah.
I hate the whole like everything says rainbow, everything says like
Same. I hate
RH.
it.
Like it's just like, are you a psychopath? Like if I was in high school and I was just wearing like I don't know like fucking Chicago West High School, and it's just like all my clothing was
Everywhere.
like CW, like bitch, kill me. And then
Right.
I think with Rainbow High, it would be amazing to have like a nude, like because like I feel like each series has had like a theme, but no one like really talks about it. Like series one was like Roy G. Biv, like official rainbow colors. Series
Mhm.
two was very like neon, like we got Karma, we got like these bold, like rich colors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
with fucking Stella and like Crystal. And then I think series three is very like pastel, like muted, like kind of
Yeah.
like hints of color. I would love if like series four, series five was just like nude, like mauve,
Yeah.
tan, brown. Like that would be like a dream. Like I feel like that would
Yes.
be so pretty. Like I really, really like go up for those dolls.
Can
And
you
then
imagine like the brown one? Just like just the general like brown one, like brown hair with like all different colors of brown like streaks and
yeah,
like brown skin, like brown eyes
gloss
with
brown lips.
yes, like shiny brown lips and like a oh my god, like there could be like multiple different like textures of brown and like or not textures of brown, like mul-
I'll show you some textures of brown.
Bitch, I'm fucking dead. I'll show you some textures of brown.
I'll show you a thing about brown.
Oh, I'll show you brown.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I don't want to stand
Oh my
there.
god. Um. Okay. So
Well, someone said right here in the comments, I'm surprised they haven't come out with a 2-pack of black and white. I feel like
yeah.
that's gonna be Ainsley and like her little friend
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
because her color scheme's like black and like his is like pretty much white, but
Okay. Really quickly, I feel like Ainsley is such a like weak
bitch.
like a weak. You said bitch. Well, yes, she's a bitch, but like she is such a like weak, lame representation of like the like punky goth girl. Like she is so lame. Like she literally looks like one of those girls who was seen in the early 2010s and then they never like really like quite evolved out of it and then they became like a makeup artist and a cosmetologist and they like now they just wear like like normal clothes that are all black and they still kind of have like they dyed their hair like you know dark purple and they do like rainbow eye makeup and they're like yeah I still listen to like MCR sometimes but now I'm like a hairstylist like that's what she reminds me of. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know the kind of person I'm talking about?
Girl, when I went to hair school, there was like 40 of those.
Yes, they're
We're
everywhere. They're everywhere.
like I'm just like, how are you still like? It's like Vans Warped Tour and Zara had a
Yes.
collaboration.
Literally, that's exact. And they have like gauges, but like they like took out their piercings and their hair's still like
Yeah.
slightly emo, but they like curl it now and it's like a little bob.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
what
like,
she reminds me of. And I think that's
I'm
so
like,
lame.
so now that we're calling people out. I just shift my wig. I'm like, oh wait,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
just
like.
trying to do it. Put my part over here. I'm like,
And they always do those little like loose wave curls, and they're like.
okay, I don't know if you agree with this. I mean, this is like off topic. I know we're talking about dolls, but like, let's talk about hair real quick. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't know if you feel this, but like, okay, like my hair, how it's wavy now, I just washed it. That's how it is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This is how I wear my hair like 80% of the time, or the other, it's straight, just stick straight. Am I
Mm-hmm.
the only one? I do not want my hair curled to look like a beach wave. I do not want like
Same.
those loose curls. Like, I just think like I do not want to look like a rainbow high doll. I just don't want to.
Same.
Like I just like something about curled hair just feels like pretentious to me.
Yes. Yes. It's too like. It's just too like.
Like calm down.
And also, it takes forever to fucking curl your hair.
And
Um,
then for falls out the same day.
yes, I personally like my extension. Okay, so you know how when you wash extensions, they like get wavy if they're human?
Yeah.
That is like literally like such a like lifesaver for me because my natural hair texture is like really similar to like this. So I
Mm-hmm.
never ever have to like when I put my extensions in, I never have to like straighten them or like,
Yeah.
style my hair a certain way. And I love that so much. Like I personally think that like natural textured hair is just so pretty. Like those girls also sometimes like there was always these girls in my school where they would straighten their hair every fucking day or they would like curl it and I would just be like I'd be like, do you like always do that? Like what does your like natural hair look like when you get out of the shower and
Girl
they're like
punchy.
they're literally like, oh, like it's really like wavy, like it's ugly and frizzy. And then like there will be some, oh my God, Jules, your hair looks gorgeous right now.
Thank you.
Like the way that you're like fluffing it, I literally was just like dissociating looking at it. Like as I was talking, I was just in my head like, wow. um, no, but they would like come to
Oh my
school
god, I'm
one
not
day.
bored. My head just itched for a second. I'm not gonna
You were
lie.
just like,
Like Loki, I was just trying to scratch my hair.
it looked so pretty. Um,
I was just trying to scratch my hair.
Yeah, you're like, oh my God, I just
I
had like a big like scratch in my hair.
was like, you see a scratch it.
You were like, my hair is so itchy.
Not scratching the actual hair.
um, okay, but really quickly,
Yeah.
they would come to school like one day and they'd be like, oh my God, like I woke up late. I didn't have time to like do my hair, put on makeup. And they have like the most beautiful, like waviest, like mermaid hair. And I would just be like, why don't you like that? Like, why wouldn't you want to like have your like wavy natural hair? And they're just like, it's just, I don't know. Like, I just want to like straighten it. And I know it's probably like the Eurocentric beauty standards like
Yeah.
engraved in their
Yeah.
brain, but like, that's why I don't really care to like curl my hair or like straighten it. I mean, I think straight hair is pretty just because like it just is on anyone, but
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I just never ever get old of that like wavy, like mermaid looking hair.
Yeah.
I
Like
love
I
it.
feel like it's weird. Like I my uh I was like telling my roommate, I was like telling my roommate, I was like, I feel like if you're a girl, like there's two types of girls. You're either the like when you want to like go somewhere that like for like if you're going to like a wedding or you're going to like a fucking quinceañera, I don't fucking know. But like like I feel like there's two types of girls. Like you're either the like straighten your hair to look nice kind of girl, or you're the like curl your hair to look nice kind of girl.
Yeah.
And I'm like
Yes.
definitely like I would just straighten my hair and call it a day. Like I do
Yeah.
not want to like sit here and be like, yeah,
You're
uh
right.
huh.
That would be
Like
me for sure. Like if I was doing something where I really wanted to look like different, I would like have someone like straighten my hair. Or obviously I'd do it myself, but I've never straightened my hair in my life. I've like never used one before. Oh no, I think it froze again. What if you're just like sitting there that whole fucking time? I think it's No, it was frozen, and you were just like, and for a second I was like, is she just like tricking me?
I'm just like, no.
Right, like.
They're like, we see you breathing. Oh, wait, did you breathe?
You believe me? Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Oh my god. You were
But,
like, wait, did she freeze? Oh my god, I love you.
But like earlier you asked about Bratz. So I think with Bratz, here's the thing with Bratz. They're awful. No, I'm just kidding. The second I say it, it's like, Bratz, join the chat. I'm like, oh my god, no.
It's like, Bratz blocked you on Instagram.
I'm like, damn it, I knew it. I was like a matter of time.
Can you believe that? Like, is that just
girl,
like
that's
so surreal?
crazy. They like still haven't like emailed me back, and I'm just like, girl, can
Like,
either of you guys do the model Botox face? Oh my god, I was just practicing that because I wanted to do the trend.
what is it?
Do you know the model like Botox face? Where it's like you're supposed to be like this, like you're supposed to be like all like, and then you're like,
I don't think I've seen it.
you're just like, no, that's not how you do it. But it's
no, I don't know if I've seen it.
But I feel like for Bratz, I don't think like. Okay, I've been hearing so many people. They're like, I'm so excited for this Bratz comeback, and I'm like, I don't know if it's just me and like maybe I'm a little bit jaded as like a Bratz collector who's been through all of the fucking reboots, all of the motherfucking lawsuits, all of the fucking 2015 clearance. Like,
yeah.
To me, it's just like, I don't have high hopes for the new dolls that are coming out. The reproductions to me are just like, with any company, like let's say like Hasbro. Like Hasbro owns like Masters of the Universe, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like I feel like Hasbro also produces like their playline toys, like Disney princesses, like My Little Pony, like whatever, Little Pet Shop, whatever. But what's it called? I feel like this is like in the same vein of them releasing like fucking 25th anniversary like He-Man action figures. Like that's what this is to me. Like to me this isn't like an official like reboot or comeback, just because I don't think MGA genuinely cares enough, especially because unless they shift their like MGA doesn't have like a collectibles like department like how like Mattel does, or like how like other toy companies do. Like I said, Hasbro has Masters of the Universe, and that's like where they release their like collector's line from, you know what I mean? So like to me it's like unless MGA I should say shifts their direction or plans to open up like a branch of like from now on, you know, like I don't think I'm getting my words tangled. Like I don't think MGA realizes that like they have this nostalgic gem on their hands the way that they should, because I feel like I said, like other toy companies I feel like open collector series and like start developing a hardcore like department around that because they've had a long enough history with success. I feel like MGA only really found success within the past 20 years because of Bratz. And then afterwards La La Loopsy, and then afterwards LOL Surprise. So to me, it's like, I don't think that they understand that like this is their time, as well as keeping up with LOL Surprise and Rainbow High and all these other things. This is their time to maybe start looking into just having a branch of like collector series, you know, things, whether that's only Bratz or whether that's in the future even La La Loopsy, because like a lot of people love that shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that it would be smart of them to like really be like, you know, we're gonna have these launches, they're gonna be like 2,000 like dolls per character, they're gonna be collector's editions, they're gonna be $60, they're gonna be high quality, they're gonna be exclusive, like, and we're gonna sell them like through our own website where it's launched at a certain time. We're not having to deal with retailers. We're not having to deal with like all these different avenues of just failure. I feel like could be avoided by them just kind of like putting in the money that needs to be put in. But I don't think that anyone is willing to put in that money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
feel like until that happens, I don't think we'll really see Bratz come back. But I also do think that there's a lot of weight, I'm sure, sitting on the Bratz team for this specific like re or this specific launch of products, I should say. You know what I mean? Where
Mhm.
it's like they're doing the revamp Rock Angels, they're doing the relaunch, or not revamp, the relaunch Rock Angels, they're doing the relaunch, Wave One. I think that if that continues, we might see more like reproduction memorabilia in the future. But I
Mhm.
just don't know if we'll ever see Bratz like in the same capacity we're seeing Rainbow High and like LOL Surprise right now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And that's the thing too is like like you know how like even though like Mattel makes these like gumpy ass Barbies now and that's just like the play line like general like that's the standard but they literally still create like these like reproduction Barbies and these like collectors like Silkstone Barbies and all of these
Yeah,
things like in their own like branch of like collector dolls on their Barbie website. Literally like everything you explained. Like I feel like you said, like MGA doesn't realize that like they could do that for Bratz too. Like in that I mean, I feel like Bratz was like almost just as big of a phenomenon as Barbie was like back in like 1959 or whatever. Like I feel like they don't realize like the impact that it does have and they could be doing these like these like they don't I feel like they don't think there's a market for it quite and I think they're
yeah,
realizing that with this new audience that it's really the older like young adults like later teens category of people that are like gonna be interested in this stuff still to this day and I
yeah,
feel like that's why they're playing off of like the nostalgia of it and everything and I feel like they finally get that now um and I think that I just think it would be so cool to see like in the way that Barbie makes like collector like
yeah, completely.
Silkstone ones like all that stuff like they could do that for Bratz too and like I don't think it's too early to do that either like I
Yeah,
feel like because especially because like I don't know like I just want to see Bratz like be around for like 60 years just like how like Barbie was you know what I
yeah,
mean and
yes.
I want to see that. Like I don't but I think the thing is too is that Barbie was consistent for what like 40 years up until like the 2000s and like I feel like there was never really many flop eras of Barbie until like 2010-ish.
Hmm.
Cuz I feel like Bratz is really what like sparked her to start like tumbling downhill. Um
Yeah.
but that's the thing though, is like I feel like Bratz has had like multiple flop eras for whatever reason.
Too many flop eras for how long they've existed, in my opinion.
Exact like what is up with that? Like why have they had so many flops? Like I just don't understand like how can people be maybe it's just because back then that's all there really was Barbie. Like there was not many other options or people doing it
Hmm.
as well. But like like how can people be consistently into Barbie for like from like 1960 to like 1990 2000 but with Bratz like they just get sick of Bratz after like 10 years. Do you know what I mean?
It's because like when I think about it too, it's like out of the 20 years that Bratz has existed, they've only consistently been stable for 8. They've been more unstable for like a bigger time period than they have been stable.
Yes,
And to
yeah.
me, it's just like I feel like Bratz needs to let go of the idea and the notion that we're gonna appeal to this new generation of kids and like the parents or like the kids of the people who played with Bratz dolls are gonna play with these new. No, let them have Rainbow High. Let them have LOL Surprise.
Yeah.
Stop trying to market Bratz to children. Let that like I feel like they need to like cut that tie and just
Hmm.
solely focus on like you said, the exact same way. I honestly would love, and like maybe this is gonna sound psychotic, and someone in the comments is probably gonna be like, "Bitch, what?" But like, I wish in the same way that they had taken the Gem franchise and rebranded it into this whole collector series. I wish Integrity would take over Bratz. Like, I wish that they
Ooh.
would like get the license to Bratz and that they would start producing Bratz because I feel like they have
Oh,
everything on par. Like, I would like, and I know dolls are expensive and like this would suck for, I guess, maybe like the younger generation who's like really can't afford expensive dolls. But
yeah.
like me personally, I wouldn't mind paying a premium for a Bratz doll that is on this like integrity collector
Yeah.
level that accurately represents like the girls to like their fullest capacity. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
And just like really extravagant and like I feel like that's what everybody kind of wants. Like I feel like we don't like yes, it would be really cool to have playline dolls, but I just don't think it's like humanly possible in terms of like the way that prices for materials have like inflated and stuff. Like
Yeah.
I don't think you could ever have like real like jean clothing and like chains and just like the amount of like accessories and the three outfits and the eyelashes like I don't think that that is really possible in the same way that it was anymore. Well, maybe it
Yeah.
is now because of how successful they are with like LOL and Rainbow High, but like I feel like we will never probably see playline dolls at that level anymore. So that's why I feel like it would make more sense because that's what people who are interested in buying Bratz like want. Like they
Yeah.
want that original
Like
like
top tier
integrity.
quality.
Yes, and I feel like you said, like if that's like such a brilliant idea because integrity would be able to like, if they're selling them for a bunch of money, they're able to use that money to like put into like the good quality materials and
Yes.
things and they
Yes.
could be like everything. Wait, wait, they don't sell brats anymore? I mean, they well they
Not for
have
the
the
past 5 years, basically.
yeah, not really for the no, like what platform? What? Never mind. Never mind. um, sorry, I got confused. Anyways, um, I kind of feel the same way though. How you were saying you're kind of like jaded because you've been a Bratz fan for like so long.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just reading what they're saying. I feel the same way. Like I think it's really cool for people who are like just getting into Bratz that they're like
Mhm.
re-releasing all these lines and stuff. Like that's so cool. But like I personally don't even know if I feel like I need to get the like repros of the first edition dolls. Like I kind of want like I want them just for the experience of like walking into a Target and just buying the first edition Bratz as a
Yes.
gorgeous
Yes.
long-haired like Bratz
Yes. Yes.
doll.
Yes.
Like that's
Yes.
what I like cuz then you'd be able to live that fantasy of being like a cute like gorgeous like woman like walking in and being like, "Ooh, what are these little Bratz dolls?" and you like buy them. Like I feel like
I love that. I need it. I need that experience.
I
I
know,
need that.
right? Like I feel that
I
same
desperately
way.
need that
But I also am kind
actually.
of
Now
like
that you said that, actually, I do desperately need
I know, right? Now,
that.
literally, since I'm like, okay, I am gonna get them now. But,
like,
um,
like I need to listen to like "Get the Party Started" by Pink, like
yes,
on the
like,
way there, and just like, or
yes,
like on
and
the
just
walk.
be like, oh my god, and like bring a flip phone and just like walk into Target and be like, what are these? I thought only Barbies existed. There's like rainbow high dolls and LOLs like everywhere, and then you're just like these are cool, and you like walk out with them and like it would be like a whole experience.
But the gig is, mama, you don't pay for them, so now you're getting tackled outside. Oh my god.
Oh
Like, that's the
no.
real fantasy for me. I'm like, mama, I'm walking out.
Aww.
In
I
my imagination, I'm not paying. No, I'm just kidding.
right, literally.
But like, I feel like if like literally if Integrity like got the Bratz brand, like the way, because like I don't know if you've ever kept up with like the gem and the holograms thing. I used to be like
They're
obsessed with
so
gem and the
pretty.
holograms. They're so pretty, and the way they like redid all the like lines like with just so much nicer quality. Like imagine like, I don't know, like I'm thinking like, imagine like Tokyo a Go Go like from like Integrity quality, just like on like a sturdy body with like big cunty faces, and like
Yeah.
they have that like silkstone kind of like feel to them. Like,
Yeah.
that would
I
be so
love that
sexy.
feeling. That like silkstone feeling.
Girl, just like nice and heavy and girthy.
Yes.
Ew, I love
Or the
that.
same thing as how like they started making like Sailor Moon like pull-up dolls and like doll
Yeah,
those like have you ever do you know what those like really like those massive like Dolphy Dream like Volks like
those like Volks
anime.
dolls. Yeah,
Yes, yes. Like they were making these like really limited edition like expensive Sailor Moon ones and they are like
gorgeous.
gorgeous. Like, oh my God, they're so pretty and so cute. But like, even just pull it though, like for them to make like every single like Sailor Scout with like these like, faux leather, like shiny like outfits and like they have like the eye mechanism and the really nice quality wigs and just like that is just like so brilliant to me because literally before that all that existed was those like Irwin toys like funky ass like Barbie dolls
Not
from the 90s like
Erwin toys. Not Erwin toys.
and especially like the earlier like ugly ass ones that were just like they were so crazy.
Do you remember those like obscure doll lines? Where it's like, where it's like, it was like, girl, what was the one that I remember? It was like a doll, and she would come with like a surfboard and like a volleyball net, and it was like real girls doing real
Yes,
things.
yes. Or like it'd be like a National like Geographic doll, like that you get at like the Rainforest Cafe or something. And you'd be like, hey, I mean, you'd like kind of want it just because there's like a doll in it. And it come with like a dolphin and like a frog and like an alligator. She'd be in like a safari outfit.
Please stop! You need to go to jail. You need to go to
Do you know what I'm talking about?
jail. I know exactly
Like specifically at the Rainforest Cafe.
girl, the way I would be like just staring at them.
I know you're
Oh
just
my
like
god.
your brain is just like doll, 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 and you're kind of like it's kind of ugly though, and like why does it come with all these animals? But it's a doll.
Like it's like if I had to pick one thing out of here, this is what I am gonna pick. But like, why is it so ugly?
And it barely has like any hair, like it's like bald.
Her face is fully printed sideways. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it's like not fashionable in the slightest.
Oh my god. I'm just so fucked back because I know exactly because it's like the same dolls that they have at like the aquarium.
Yeah, like they have the aquarium.
Oh
It's
my
like in the
god,
little gift shop.
girl! Oh my god, I remember there was I went to the Field Museum. Now my head itching. I went to the Field Museum and there was like a Nefertiti doll and like I was like gonna steal her. I was like 7 and like I was like, yeah, I want this so bad. My mom was like, no. It's just
Right.
like literally the ugliest doll ever and made out of literal like styrofoam, but like she just like had red hair. So
Styrofoam.
I'm like, okay, this is what I want. Like you
Yeah.
can put
You're
Rubik's
like,
hair on
Mom, can I
anything.
get this? She's like, why?
She's like, I don't even care that it's a doll, but why do you want Steve Irwin as a
Why do you want this Bindi the Jungle Girl doll?
it's like beekeeper fashion doll set.
Right. Why do you want this Lamely doll? I literally like if I could like fight Lamely, like I would like beat the fuck out of Lamely. Like, oh my god, I've dreamed of beating the fuck out of
Not
Lamely.
this Lamely.
Do you not know Lamely?
No, girl, I know Lamely. I know that
I
girl.
thought you said, who the fuck is Lamely?
That bitch is like, they're like, do you want a new plus size doll? She has the personality of a football.
Literally.
Like,
She has
girl,
like
calm
no
down.
expression. She's just like,
She looks so suspicious.
I
Like, I'm like, what's
know.
wrong with you? And her hair just looks like stiff.
With her like ombre, like denim, like top.
Oh, it's so her little shorts. Like,
So
you stop.
ugly.
Stop.
Um,
Didn't she
I'm
come with like
still.
a? Didn't she come with like acne stickers?
Yeah, she did. She came with like and like little like bruises and stuff you could put on her legs.
They're like, because everyone's real. I'm like, this Bratz doll's head is 5 times bigger than this body. Do you think I'm interested in anything in the realm of reality?
Right. That's always was a thing too. Like they were like, "Oh, it's gonna teach little girls to be slutty and blah blah blah." Have you ever? Okay, wait. Have you ever seen that like parody that they did on like this? It was called like the Onion like news network or something, and she was like, she was like, it was like Bratz dolls are the biggest, newest craze, and their heads are incredibly large. And then it showed this woman, and she was like, I went into my daughter's room, and she was beating her head with a book to make her head swole. She was like,
Literally.
like
No,
so
yeah, I saw
funny.
that.
And they like interviewed her, and she was like, what do you like about your Bratz dolls? She was like, they're really pretty and fashionable. And she was like, do you think you're as pretty as your Bratz doll? She was like, no, because I have a really small head. And there was like pictures of her, like she drew pictures of like this, like a Bratz doll with like a fucking massive head, and then like one of her with like a tiny little head. And literally, I thought it was real for years. And at one time, I watched it with Alana, and I was like, "Can you believe this?" And she was like, "Girl, this isn't real." I was like, "What?" She was
Oh my
like,
god, now
"She was
you're
like, this is
thinking
a
it's real.
parody." I was like, "You're telling me this isn't like a real like newscast like screen cap?" She was like, she was like dying at me because I thought it was real.
You're like, this is so
I
concerning.
literally
Like,
was like,
fully fake.
I was like that poor little girl.
Oh my god, like I can't even like. There's so much like I don't know if the word is like parodies, I guess, of like dolls like in pop culture. Like do you remember like back in the day they had like the Bratz doll and then like Barbie was like Paris Hilton or like Paris Hilton was like a Barbie doll.
Yes, yes.
I love that skit.
I love all of that stuff. Have you ever seen Sluts Fashion Dolls?
Oh my god, yes. Yeah. Oh my god, when I was little, there was like a flower shop by my mom's house. And like I used to
Uh-huh.
like go there all the time and they sold like knockoff Bratz dolls. But like like the Bratz logo is like the B with like the halo.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like an R with like a halo, but like I like the name was in Spanish, so like I didn't know what it was. So then I just kept calling them Rats dolls.
Bratz.
And then I saw that one like skit where it's like pretty rat fashion doll or whatever. I don't know if you've ever seen that. It was like some creepy skit from like
I think I have
Reddit.
seen that before.
It's like dress me up, gorgeous rat doll. She's just like, oh.
Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
I do
literally.
remember that.
So not you being goofy.
Girl, we're always being goofy.
Girl, literally. I really
Wait,
wish that because like, isn't Mattel coming out with not Mattel, isn't MGA coming out with like a doll line that's gonna like compete with Barbie though?
yeah, yeah. I think it's called like Aria, I think. Um
No.
I really wonder like what that's gonna be like. But I was expecting because okay, the thing with Barbie too is like I feel like they totally like reject like femininity with the new Barbie. Like I feel like they like try to stray so far away from like pink and like blonde and like all that stuff and like her being like this glamorous like sparkly hot pink girl, but it's like I feel like you can be that and also still be like a genius and like doing a million different careers and whatever. And I feel like that's what she used to do. But I feel like with this like new wave of like feminism, they're kind of just like against hyper femininity, and I feel like it's being like expelled from like everything. Like or even with like that new Winx Club like reboot that they did on Netflix.
Oh my
Like
god.
like they made it so like Riverdale, like dark academia vibes, and like none of them even ever wore like anything like bright, and like that original series was so good at like making them wear like bright bold colors, and like they were like, some of them were really feminine, but they were still like serious and like still, I don't know, I really like that about it. And I feel like that's what they kind of do with everything, especially Barbie. Like I feel like they just reject the femininity, and I would love to see MGA like bring back that sort of like glamorous like pink like feminine girl. And I also think that it would be like really like progressive, but not in such a blatant way, if they made like, you know, the blonde like pink doll but with like dark skin, and
Yeah.
like I think that would be so perfect, because I feel like whenever I feel like for most of the time with like a Barbie type of doll, it's always been like, you know, like white Caucasian blonde pink feminine Barbie, and like, you know, her like black friend and her Hispanic friend, and
Yeah.
they were never able to be like the pink like glamorous one. Like they were always,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean? And I feel like if they were to do like, you know, the pink and like the blonde hair, because like black people can have like blonde hair, and like other
Yeah.
ethnicities can have blonde hair, and I feel like they never ever make like a blonde like Asian girl or a blonde black girl or whatever. And like I just think that would be everything. And also, and I feel like there's always this argument of like, but like Barbie has like her, like there's black Barbies, and like that's true, but like if just like the focal point, like the main like girl, like the main like feminine, like happy go lucky stars in her eyes, like blonde girl, like just was black, like that would just be like I think that would do like a lot in and without them being like, I don't know, because I feel like they try to use like diversity as like a gimmick almost with their new like dolls, and I obviously like it's so much better than like not doing it. But I just feel like in that way that I explained, like that would be such a good way to like make something feel more normalized without it being such a like blatant thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like I feel like a perfect example of this actually is, have you seen those new like LOL OMG like or not LOL OMG like LOL tweens or whatever?
Yeah, yeah, I saw those.
I okay, so like I actually really disliked like the character lineup solely because
Hmm.
like to me it's like it just felt very almost like contrived. I don't know, like okay, so like the one like feminine, like super girly, like Ariana Grande character
Hmm.
is like the white character, you know what I mean? And like then like they put like the super like masculine sporty outfit on like the black character and gave her like, you know, an afro and everything. And it's like,
Yeah, yeah.
why couldn't we just put her in the like why couldn't the black girl be the feminine, like dainty, like you know what I, why
Yes.
couldn't that be that for her? Like, why are they always like, well, I'm into music and I'm into like sports. It's like, why can't they ever be like the dumb bimbo?
Yes, exactly. It's like it's just those sort of like caricatures of like POC people that you always see. Like it's never like specifically like the black character too. Like she's never like the girly like dumb airhead. Like she's always
Yeah,
like the strong like you know, strong personality, like kind of like a little bit more masculine, like almost like feisty character or
yeah,
whatever. And it's like not everyone is like that. Like, and I just think that it's like I would love that. Like I would love if this like new line was like this like blonde like black woman with like that, she's just like really feminine, and she's also like a scientist, and she's the president, and she's an astronaut, and she's just like, because I saw that they were going for that gimmick of like her doing like every career
like be who
ever.
you are.
Yes,
Right.
exactly. And like that would just be like I just feel like I can just imagine being like a little like black girl, and just always being like feeling like like I'd have to resonate with like the, you know, like the black friend character, or
Yeah,
Chris
yeah,
like Christy was never like, I mean, obviously there was like Black Barbie, I know, but even then, you know, they gave her like this like bold, like strong, like red colored dress, and like, you know, it
yeah,
wasn't very like flouncy or feminine. It was more like structured and like professional looking. And I was just like, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like
No,
it would
I
be
know exactly
so
what you mean.
cool to see
Like I
that.
feel like you know what I noticed too though is that I noticed that um I noticed this with like LOL OMGs, right? So like wave one, the really, really popular one from like, that first wave, in my opinion was like Lady Diva and like Swag. You know what I mean? I feel like those were the two that people really like were really interested in. And what I
Yeah.
noticed is that they were both like darker tan characters with lighter hair, right? So
Yeah.
then Moose Toys, they do the what is it? Shoppykins or whatever.
Yeah, the
They're like baby dolls.
Shopkins.
Their like best selling one, and it like kept selling out because I kept seeing like videos on it. Was Marshmallow, and she's like tan, and she has like white hair.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
then I noticed with like Winter Disco for LOL OMG, the one that sold like the best from that one was Snowlicious, and she has like light skin, tan hair, or light skin, tan hair,
Yeah.
light hair and tan skin. And I feel like right now kids and people are really resonating with like characters who have like deeper skin but lighter hair. You know what I mean? Like I feel
Mhm.
like it's almost that like exotic, like kind of like the bitch from fucking Atlantis. What's her fucking name?
Oh, Kita.
Like I feel like that look of like almost like unnatural exoticness is like really in right now. Like I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of people really resonate with that kind of look, which is making me want to go back blonde.
Right. Yeah. Literally.
But I feel like a lot of people are really resonating with that, and I almost feel like this new character might look like that. Like I feel like they might
Really?
take notes because I also think of like LOL OMG remix. The most popular character was like Kitty K, and she had like the blonde
Yeah.
and the tan skin, and I just feel like that's like a continuous theme within like popular dolls, like Candylicious, super tan, like blonde, like pink hair. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I feel like that trend is like I really hope they go like in that direction of like racial ambiguity or just other than like white, you know what I mean? Because I just feel like
Yeah.
we've seen it, we know the flavor already, you know what I mean? Like
Yes.
how many like blonde hair, blue eye, all American dolls like do we really need? Like it would really be cool if like the main
Exactly.
character was just like I don't know, like just like like I feel like with the success that we saw in Bratz with like Yasmin, for example, like how many people really resonate with Yasmin. I feel like it's like why didn't we like I like now why didn't we, but like why don't we run with that like kind of
Yeah,
like energy?
definitely.
You know what I mean? Like how many people are literally gonna resonate with like this like Carrie Underwood looking fucking bitch?
Literally. This like Kelly Clarkson ass bitch.
Not Eliana.
Yeah. No, but I think that would be like really just like I think that's like the perfect opportunity to make like one of those doll lines where it's about this sort of like role model of like a woman, but still like also like girls can be like brilliant and just like multifaceted and still be feminine, and that's like
Yeah.
okay. Like I feel like it's so like Barbie doesn't wear pink anymore. Barbie wears button-up shirts just like boys do, or like, and it's not even like in that way, but like, or it's
No,
like
no, yeah, yeah, yeah. She's so
Barbie wears
lame.
sneakers, and it's like, okay, like, sure. But like, why can't Barbie also just wear like a pink glittery fucking gown with like pink heels and like curled hair and like that? I don't know. I just feel like the absence of that needs to return. I feel like that's what I feel like they're trying to make Barbie so relatable and realistic that it's just boring. Like, who wants to go to the store and buy a doll that looks like your next door neighbor that's like babysitting you? Like, like, do you know what I mean? Like
No, no,
it's
I know exactly what you mean because like for me with Barbie, like it's like I feel like I feel like everyone fell in love with Barbie because like it was this like over the top glamour, and even like when she started doing like her fashion fever era, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I feel like even though like it wasn't like extravagant, I still feel like she had like long hair and like glamorous outfits.
yeah,
Like it wasn't. I mean, like not extravagant. I want to say it wasn't out of touch. It was still extravagant. You know what I mean? Like it was
yeah,
still like really like beautiful and pretty. And I feel like almost like this like feminist like wave of like, oh, like Barbie doesn't have to wear heels and the Disney princess don't have to wear heels because like, you know, like that's enforcing this, you know, stereotype and this image. It's like, but like what about the girls who do like that stuff?
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? Like it almost feels like it's painting a reverse image of like, if you're like this, like you're wrong. You know what I mean?
Literally, I think that it is kind of doing that, I feel. And
No,
it's
yeah, it's I don't know. It's like really weird and like uncomfy. Like no one wants like like I don't know. Like I feel like and like when people are like, oh, but Barbie's so diverse. Like Barbie's so diverse. It's like to me it feels like a slap in the face that Barbie is only diverse now when she's made out of 10 cents of hollow plastic. Like why
right.
couldn't we have a diverse Barbie who was in a wheelchair with one fucking leg, who like had like long beautiful hair and like who was glamorous and like who was a diva? Like why
Yeah.
does having like you know like any kind of skin condition or like freckles or like you know amputee or disability, like why does that suddenly have to make you like why do we have to why does it have to be watered down to such a boring level for us to be like, oh my god, that's cool? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember seeing like I think it was Mommy's World that made this video, and
I love her.
same. She was talking about like Barbie or whatever, and she was like, you know, I used to diss Barbie. I think she was only saying this because they ended up sending her some free stuff, but like,
Girl, I'm literally girl.
you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the way she tore Barbie up, and they were like, "Well, what if we sent you a box of free shit?" And she's like,
Literally.
"It's the Barbie brand. I just was too hard on them."
Yes,
Like,
and I remember specifically though, she was like, you know, we keep complaining about like Barbie not being high quality or fashionable anymore. It's like she was like Barbie is focusing on it's about diversity. It's not about the fashion or the quality. They're putting the effort into the diversity. It's not about the fashion. I was like, okay,
go to
they're
hell.
fashion dolls. Like how are you going to like use diversity as an excuse for like them just not having a single ounce of like fashion or like inspire like they just provide like the slowest scope for the imagination like ever like I just would be so bored playing with them and like okay, can't the dolls just be really extremely diverse but just like can we like there's never even any like you know specific lines with like gimmicks or like themes like when was the last time you saw like I don't know, remember when they did like that like I can't even think of a fucking Barbie line right now. Like, I don't even know. Like, do you know like a single like Barbie line?
Like in reference to what, bitch? Like one time period. You're like, do you know a single Barbie line is 25
You could have
billion?
literally said anything.
Just like for fucking fully just fashion fever. I don't
No,
know.
I just mean like okay. So for example, when they did like the Dream Glow line where they all had those like colorful like ponytails and those like they had those like little like pajamas and like big like PJs like just
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
like when was the last time they actually did like just a themed like collection of Barbie and like different characters like literally all they make is like Barbie is a beekeeper, Barbie is a therapist, Barbie meditates now like
yeah.
or then they just make the stupid like fashionistas line and it's like I love that they're all I love like duh of course the diversity is important and amazing but like why can't they like just have so many diverse dolls but still like make it like
Use
a
lines.
right like where are like the lines of dolls, you know what I mean?
Like, why can't we have like okay, like for example, like cut and style Barbie? Why can't we have like it's Barbie, it's fucking
What's so funny?
Oh my god.
Are you texting me right now?
Yes. Um.
Do you want me to go read it?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my god.
I don't know why that's what I was about to say.
Oh,
Oh my
oh,
goodness.
oh my god. We're both just like.
No, but you know, like, why can't we have? Why can't we have all the girls? Why can't they all
Literally, no one knows what the fuck we're talking about.
No, not at all. But it was the funniest thing. Yeah,
I
but
was like, do you want me to read it?
Oh my god. No, but like, why can't we literally have like fucking like like model?
I would have died if you said that. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Someone said, what are y'all laughing about?
I'm like, the
Nothing.
pirate Barbie that we had in mind. Oh shit! But like, why can't we have like like just like the regular range of Barbies? Like, why can't we just have a wheelchair one? You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
like earring magic fucking Becky or like whatever that bitch in the wheelchair is called.
Ear. Oh my god. Or like the Cali girls. I'm like why can't we have like Cali girls Minerva in her fucking wheelchair? Like, but she
Yeah,
still like looks like a Cali girl. And or like that, you know how they have that doll with like vitiligo? Like why
yeah.
can't they like pick some of the best characters that they've made and like give them names and like put them in collections and shit? Like there's no consistency. It's just like I
Like,
think
why
somebody
isn't
said
there a
there's like
Barbie? Why
someone
isn't there
said
like
there's
a
like these
Barbie action?
one-off dolls. Sorry.
Yeah, girl. Like, it's like well, like Becky, fucking Becky, like school photographer. Like, it was the line of
Yeah.
one. It was just her.
Right, just
Like,
one. And like there's I feel like consistency is kind of important in like a doll line. Like it's nice when there's like familiar like it's and I feel like it's important to be able to like get to know the characters of like any franchise that you're creating. And like I feel like who the fuck or like you know how they made like that sort of like albino more looking fashionista with like she had
yeah,
like the sort of like the more like African American like head mold, but like the
yeah, yeah,
pale
yeah, yeah.
skin and the
I love that.
like who the fuck is she? Like you know what I mean? Like who is
Just number
she?
fucking 91 or whatever.
Right, there's no names, like they don't have any personalities, like there's no like she never returned again. Like I don't know, it's just kind of like who is she?
Like, how does Barbie know all these people?
Like who is this girl? Like and I feel
Like,
like when
who
you
is she
buy
in
like
proximity to?
yes, and it's like with Bratz, like you can like you know you have like 10 Jades or whatever, and like if there's like a new Jade coming out, it's like oh my god, like Jade, like you like know her, you know what I mean? And I feel like that
Yeah.
is what I feel like that's why the fashionistas just aren't really sticking. It's like, I mean, fuck, like how many like purple haired, half shaved side bitches in like t-shirt dresses can we really have?
And you know what fucks me up is that every time they release one of those, the girlies eat it up.
I
they,
know
they
they
love it.
love
They're like,
it.
oh my god, did you guys see that new Barbie with a unicorn shirt and the blue hair? With the t-shirt dress? Yeah, she's a fucking baddie.
she's so pretty. Like they're like
Like, she's
she's so
serving kind.
pretty. Like no, she's not.
And then all their faces look like they're like fully like pixelated now.
Oh my god, have you ever seen any of those like have you ever seen that like marinara like Barbie that like color change like marinara girl and she has like the pizzas and the sauce on her skirt?
What? What?
Well, I don't
What?
know if she's called marinara. That's what I was just calling her because she's like a pizza doll. But She's like one of those color reveal Barbies, and she has like a pizza outfit, and it's so ugly. Like, have you ever seen those color reveal ones with
Girl,
those?
I'm literally looking up this pizza bitch right now.
Yeah, look up color reveal Barbie like pizza marinara.
Why does she look like she looks like the fucking thing from Split? Like, hold on. Collectability.
Yes, that's her.
Why did she look like that?
And that's like and like literally like in person, she looks so much worse too. That's ugly. I'm
She
sorry, but
looks like
that's
she
ugly.
died 4 months ago.
Kraft
You said
cheese
that's
Barbie.
literally ugly.
Someone said LMAO, she's camp.
Oh my gosh, she's really serving camp and cunt at the
She
same time.
is.
Like, I would really be into like Barbie. I feel like if she was like, you know what though, there is. Have you seen those like It's like fucking save the planet, save the whales Barbie, and she comes in like a fucking brown paper shopping bag or whatever.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's like,
She
it's
comes
like
in a brown paper bag.
it's like fucking like Earth Day Barbie. Like, and
Oh,
she's
it's
like,
like recyclable packaging.
yeah. Like she like.
I literally pictured her like in like a brown paper bag, like dress or something.
Oh my
I
god.
was like with a whale. I was like, I don't think I've seen that one.
Which isn't much different from the normal clothing. So
Literally, I wasn't even surprised. I was just like, have I seen that one?
I'm like brown paper bag dress with the whales on it. You're like, oh my god, number 104.
Have you ever seen the one with the brown paper bag with the whales on it? Like I would be like, I don't know. Is that a new one?
Like, why is no one shocked and appalled?
Right? Like
Yep, that's
that
right.
doesn't even sound bizarre, like in the slightest possible way.
Like, but Little Miss, fucking reduce, reuse, recycle. The blonde one, the Barbie, she's like really pretty actually. And I'm
Really?
thinking of buying her. She's like, first of all, like super fucking tan. Then she has like a really
Ooh.
nice screening, and she has like this like platinum blonde ash hair with like these like brown streaks in it, and I'm like, wait, why are
Ooh.
you serving me like Cali girl? I'm like, hold on.
I
I
love
saw
the
her at
Cali
Target, and I was like,
girls.
I think I'm gonna buy you, but like, I don't
You
know what I got.
should. Oh my god,
You
you
know,
know
I
what
like to
I
buy
just
random
got?
malls.
I just ordered that Malibu Barbie like reproduction like 3-pack set. Have you seen that?
Girl, I'm gonna buy that.
You should. It's not that me and Alana both got it.
Girl, it's stunning.
Have you ever seen Malibu PJ before?
I want her to fuck me.
Same.
Malibu PJ is such a sexy slut. Like, that's the main reason I'd want that set, if I'm being honest, just
Same.
because a regular Malibu PJ is just like kind of expensive. So like, if I could
Exactly.
have a new one, like, let's get it.
Also, there is a like later version of Malibu Barbies that they released. I think it's called like Malibu Sensational or something. And they
Mm-hmm.
literally come with like these like bikini like tan lines.
Tan lines, yes.
Yes. And
I
there's a
love
PJ
that.
for that, but there's also a Christie and she has like a yellow bathing suit and she has the PJ face mold, like the head.
Oh, she's slutty.
She's literally like she like oh my god, she's a whore. Like she's so beautiful.
I
She literally is just
love that.
like PJ but like Christy but like PJ blueprint. Like it's so pretty. Like she looks
the,
so pretty like
the
that.
sentence is PJ, but the font is Christy.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god, it's so
I
pretty.
really want to buy some like there's this like one integrity doll called like Malibu Masaki. I don't know if you've ever heard of her.
Ooh.
She is like, hold on, let me see if I can just pull up a quick pic.
Oh my
I was
gosh,
gonna
she
buy
sounds
her
pretty.
like last year, but she just like is like obviously like super bad or
Aw.
super expensive.
Thank you,
But she
swaggy
is
hipster
like,
McMuffin.
let me see if I can find a close up of this dirty slut.
Nah. I love dirty horror.
Girl, me. but she's like super tan and she has this like platinum blonde hair.
Oh my god. That like
And she has this
orange like jacket is so pretty on her.
I wanted this doll so, and then like look at this slutty little outfit with these platform shoes.
Wow. How much are those type of dolls?
I think like this one, because she was like a super limited run, was is right now probably like $300 fucking dollars or some shit.
Oh, fuck. You
But like I
need
would
her.
literally, girl, me, like I'm just like, bitch, I
She's
like
so
this
pretty.
shit, I don't care. But
Right.
I'm also buying new weaves, so maybe I shouldn't.
Oh my god, literally like transitioning like back into like talking about that. Um like anyone who's watching right now, like if you like have a similar experience to this, like just like comment and tell us. But like um I feel like they're just okay. This is a thought that I was having earlier. I feel like in terms of people who collect dolls, I feel like if if you watch a lot of like doll collection videos, videos of people talking about dolls, I feel like it's so common for doll collectors, especially ones who have a tie to dolls that ties to like childhood and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like they always use dolls as this sort of like escape from like their reality. And I feel like it's like their happy place. It's like they don't have to think about anything else. All they have to do is like enjoy their dolls, focus on them, dress them, fix them, whatever. And like I feel like a lot of people in the doll community don't like to talk about like how how like there can be so many negatives to being like obsessed with dolls and buying them all the time. And like I feel like nobody ever wants to think about like that it could be like something deeper, and it could be tied to like trying to fill a void or like escapism, or if you like, I just feel like so many people have like genuine addictions to dolls and they don't even like know it, or they
Think
don't
about it.
want to know, like they just don't want to know if that's true.
Like, okay, so there's like, I feel like as someone who's been in like online doll collecting communities for at least like 19 years now. I don't want to say 20 because I don't think that that's true, but at
Right.
least since 2002 I've been in like online communities, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, what I've noticed is that like there seems to be a lot of like there's like various types of collector types. You know is what I
Yeah.
would say. Like I
Yeah.
feel like there's the people who are like like I work like a 9 to 5 and like I buy dolls here and there and I just
Mm-hmm.
like decorate my room with them. And then I feel like there are people who buy absolutely every single doll that they come across, regardless of like type. And then they have this like huge collection of just like nothing that means anything, kind of. Like
Yeah.
it's just like, it's more so like a physical manifestation of like a bigger problem that needs to be addressed
Yes,
rather
exactly.
than like a collection. Because to me, it's like, if I'm collecting something, like it's displayed, it's clean, it's on a shelf, and if not, it's in storage, it's packed away. But it's like I feel like I see a lot of collectors do this thing where it's like they hoard dolls, and it's like they just get as many as possible to. I don't know if it's like for some like validation, or I don't know if it's like for me, I feel like I have like a little bit of like a shopping addiction. You know what I mean? And I feel like that goes like across the board. Like I love to like just spend money. Like I don't know where that comes from, but
Yeah.
like I love to spend money. But I feel like when you're buying dolls at the rate where like you can't even keep up with like keeping them clean, keeping them organized, keeping them nice, it's like, are we collecting dolls now, or are we trying to like fix a problem? You know what I mean?
Yes, yes,
And like for me
exactly.
personally, like I can even say that like my Bratz collecting at one point was kind of just like, if it was a good deal, I would buy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like if she was a good deal, I would just go for it, and it wasn't like, oh, I need to finish this collected. I need this character from this line. You know what I mean? And like maybe that's like more having collecting with intent and purpose rather than
Yeah.
like mindlessly collecting. And not that there's anything wrong with either or, but I guess like for me, it's like I don't want to get to a point where I have so many dolls that they're not being taken care of, that I don't even have the time to fully appreciate all of them. And it's
Exactly.
also
Yeah.
just like, why am I buying this? Am I buying this because I want to have this big like Bratz museum, or am I trying to get all these dolls because I felt like I didn't have the opportunity to do so at X, Y, and Z point, and now I'm trying
Yeah.
to like make up for it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I think that's the case for so many people. And I think people don't quite realize it. And I think I just personally like I've become a very like retrospective, like really deep thinking kind of person. And I think it's really important to like notice like your patterns and like why you're purchasing things. Especially I think the thing that people don't realize is that if it gets to the point of an addiction where like you like okay, for example, like I just know all of this like in my head because like I feel like for me personally, like when I was growing up, especially like just to cope with like, you know, being bullied at school and nobody understanding me and not feeling
Mm-hmm.
close to like my parents and like all that stuff. Like the one thing that I always knew for a fact was that like my mom would probably like buy me a doll or like, you know, my dad or whatever. So like that's just like I'm telling you, Jules, like, because my dad, he used to work, like, when they were still married, he worked, like, a really, like, good job or whatever. And, like, I used to be able to get so many dolls, but it was, like, to a point where it was, like, I would get one and then I would get one 2 days later, and I didn't even have a chance to, like, see if I even like the one that I just got 2 days ago. Oh my God, you look so pretty.
I moved to like my bed because I was like, girl, this plastic chair I'm on is ripping my asshole
You look
apart.
so beautiful. I love like your face just looks so like um no, but I just like it was very like that for me. Like I was just like bah like with Monster High especially like I was just like I
I
have
was
to just
just about to say this. I was just about to say
yes.
that's so funny that you're saying
Like I have to get all of them. I
that.
literally think I
Mm-hmm.
had like I literally bought like Roller Maze Operetta. Like I didn't even fucking like Roller Maze Operetta. Like
She looked like Christmas.
yeah,
That red ass
yes.
hair, that green ass box.
I don't like operetta. I hate operetta. I don't like that character. I didn't love her roller maze, like her like squiggly Polly Pocket ponytail. Like I just like I hated that doll, but I was like, well, obviously I have to like own her. Like I have to. And
Yeah.
I just did. And I did that with so many Monster High dolls and like it got to a point where I couldn't even tell which ones were like the ones I actually liked anymore because I was just like it eventually like I feel like it all just melts into this like this thing where you just can't really like identify anything and like I really like that I've like downsized and now I really only decide to buy dolls if I really feel like I really resonate with it and I really want it and stuff like that, which is really great. But like before, like I used to have like okay, I remember one time I was on Amazon and I saw like that like birthday party Jade that has those stupid like written t-shirts and like balloon skirts and they come with like
Yeah.
and I ordered her and she arrived and one of her eyes was like printed like all the way over
Yup.
here
Yup. Yup.
and I was just like like nowadays if I well I would never buy that doll but like if I did and she had that I would just instantly be like okay there's no way this can like be in my collection like no way.
Yeah.
And I just got her and I was just like, just opened her up and was just like, okay. And I just like put her on my shelf. Like, I like didn't like her at all. Hated her wonky ass eye. Like, but I was just like, new brat style. Like, I don't know. It was just so like, I think it's just, you almost become detached from it. And it's
It's
like,
like unfulfilling.
it is. And it's like, if you're looking to collect dolls simply to just fulfill this like void that you have within you, it's like people
Not
try
gonna
to.
work.
It's like people try to solve their external problems with like or they try to solve their internal issues with anything external and this the last thing they want to do is just like go inside and just like think and just like really try to examine what's going on within themselves and like I just like that's just been like the story of my fucking life, girl. Like buying dolls to like fill the void of my problems and traumas
Yeah.
and stuff. And like it was actually getting really scary. Like I remember one time my boyfriend was like, because I do have a problem of overbuying dolls. Like okay, for example, like my car is like fucking dead. Like it died like 5 months ago, and I've been intending to save up money until I have enough to get another one. And I'm like not working right now because I don't have a car. So I'm trying to figure out what to do
It's
with.
like a cycle.
Yes, but like I cannot tell you like how many like dolls I've purchased with the money that I've been trying to save.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's not as much as I've like bought in the past. Like I've been trying really hard to like not buy that money. I've probably bought like I don't know, like 20, but like that's like I probably have spent at least like $600 of my
Yeah.
money that I've saved, and it's just like, girl, like you are like $600 like behind, like, and like yes, I really like the dolls that I've bought, and I don't want to like sell them because I like them. I really genuinely do like them, and I love them, and I want them, and I did buy them with intent, but like if I'm in a period where I need to be saving for like a fucking car, I should be able to just consciously say, like, okay, this period of my life right now is not, I don't have the luxury of just buying all these dolls right now. Like, I'm gonna take a break and just enjoy. Like, why can't I just enjoy what I have for like a year and just save up money? Like,
Yes, yes,
but I
yes. That's
can't.
exactly how I feel.
It's not fulfilling. Like it's not fulfilling to not get a new one. And it's like that's when I really started to like think and I'm just like, you know, like this is a problem. Like it really is a problem. And like like my boyfriend Emerson one time, he was like, Serena, what would you do right now if all of your dolls were just gone? And I was like, honestly, like the first thought that came to mind, I was like, I feel like I wouldn't even like exist if all of my dolls were just gone. Like
Girl, you just took my soul.
literally, I was like, I feel like I would genuinely like disappear somehow. Like I just
I
that
would become addicted to drugs.
literally like I'd have to find something else, but um and you know, and people always say like, well, you know, like I've talked about this with like other people before, and they like some people like have a different perspective of it, and they think that like, you know, it's harmless, da 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 da. You know, it's
No.
just exactly, I'm like it's
No, I
harming
feel like that's
you.
enabling almost.
Yes, and it's self I think it's self-sabotage a little bit sometimes. It's like we know that we can't buy this doll and we know we need money for these other things that would, you know, a car for me, like I was driving from like 16 up until like 20. Like I've
Mhm.
been driving ever since I was 16. So to be to have no car for the last like 5 months, like it has
It
significantly.
sucks.
Oh my
It
god.
sucks. Like I literally haven't had a car for a year, and I know exactly what you're talking. Like I
Really?
hate taking
You
the like
too?
yeah, like my car like I got like in a weird accident, and then like where it basically got in an accident, they like impounded it because I couldn't leave it there. You know what I mean? So then, but like
Oh,
obviously I couldn't drive it either. You know what I mean? So then they ended
yeah.
up impounding my car, and then it was like, well, do you want to pay $1,200 to get your $600 car out of here? And I'm
Right.
like, oh, you bitches could just have it, like whatever. So like
Right. And then
I've been saving to try to get a car, but like you said, like for example, prime example right here. I'm gonna say this, and you're literally gonna be like, "Okay, bitch, you're in the trenches." But like, I literally spent 65 U.S. American dollars on a formal funk Yasmin. Why? Why? It was literally after I made the TikTok and posted it of her, where I was like, "That's like kind of like where like that was only a few days ago." And then I messaged you, and I was just like, "Girl, I just feel like my like." Not my time with Bratz has come, but it's like I know in my heart of hearts I'm fully gonna have this collection for the rest of my life. Like I know I don't
Mhm.
plan on selling it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
to me, it's like right now I need a car. Right now I need to save money because I'm going on vacation. Like right now, like I
Yes.
need all this other stuff. My dog needs a new bed. Like it's like why am I spending so much money on dolls? And it's like I think I've reached an age now where it's like dolls not buying a doll doesn't feel fulfilling, and then buying a doll once it arrives doesn't feel fulfilling, and then it feels remorseful even. So
Yes.
then it's like, what do I do now? Like, do I continue to buy dolls? And then on top of that, it's like I buy Bratz, and it's like one doll sometimes is $70. Like I could have just bought three Rainbow High dolls with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, granted, I don't want to buy the three Rainbow High dolls. I kiss my
Right.
ass.
Right.
But it's like it almost feels like it's like a little ridiculous considering I know how the Bratz market fluctuates. So it's like I need to like learn to like be content. Like you said, like why am I collecting this if I'm never like I don't know, like in the movie Pocahontas, she's like the good thing about rivers is you can never step in the same river twice. And it's like why
Mm.
can I not enjoy my collection as it is? I want to step into this collection as it is. Like that's fine. Like it doesn't always need
Yeah.
to be ever changing and ever flowing and ever growing and ever moving. Like I can
Yeah.
pause it. And I think that that's something I've literally in the past week been like because like I
Hmm.
really do love sharing my passion for dolls. Like that's never gonna change, but it's like because I feel like I've gone over so much of my collection, it feels like I'm running out of things to show. And it's
Yeah.
like I'm getting a little bit like, oh my god, like these people aren't gonna want to watch my bullshit anymore. And it's like, girl, you have to focus on your real life shit. You know what I mean? Like you
Yes.
really have to
Yeah.
focus on your shit and get it together. And it's like like on top of that, like I feel like sometimes I neglect like being a real girl to for the sake of like living out a childhood fantasy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like my childhood
Exactly.
ultimate fantasy is to be that girl. So it's like if
Yes.
this is getting in the way of that, am I living my childhood fantasy or am I stuck in my childhood? You know what
Yes.
I mean?
Exactly.
And
And
like
it's
that's how I've been
also,
feeling really recently.
yes, and you know what the thing is too is like we are those girls now. Like we are those like glamorous like huge lipped like brats eyed like gorgeous like butthole length hair people. Like we are there and it's like I feel like our brain still can't register that we like if you think about it like imagine
Like we have
showing
life dysmorphia. Like
l-
that's what it feels like. Like it feels
literally
like it's not body dysmorphia. Like I'm not. It's just like I cannot stop seeing my life in the eyes of like a 12-year-old, and it's like, girl, you're
yeah.
not 12 years old. You're not trying to fix these same issues. You're not still stuck in X, Y, and Z. Like it's okay to like move forward and like like it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, and it's
Yeah.
just like I think that all the healing that has been accomplished through you know what I mean? Like if you leave a band-aid on your skin for too long, it's gonna irritate your skin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like at some point the healing is over and you have to like let that band-aid like fall off. You
I
know what
think
I mean?
that's what's hard is like it's like you can heal, but you still have to like break the like deeply rooted like tie to something. And I think some people like that is just difficult. I mean, like literally like for when I said to Emerson when I was like I feel like I wouldn't like exist in a way like I feel like my identity because they've been such a part of my life since I was like literally since I was like a conscious like human being they've been there like they were the only thing in my life that I ever felt like they weren't judging me, they weren't over
Yeah.
analyzing me, they were never second guessing me, like they viewed me as an equal and they were like there for me and they were real in my world and it's like
Mm-hmm.
they've and like literally throughout my whole life like to this day I've been that's been like my hobby, like I've been collecting dolls and making over dolls and I even started like repainting dolls and now making doll videos and stuff all the time. Like they're such an ingrained part of my identity and it's like if I didn't like I feel like I am my dolls in a way, which I
Mm-hmm.
think is a problem in a way too
Yeah.
because it's like
Yeah.
I am a separate person from like my doll's existence and like I'm like I used dolls as a way to feel safe and comfortable and like I was like I feel like my dolls genuinely were the only thing that I ever felt like saw my true like essence because I felt like they were similar to my true essence and like for me to say like I feel like I just wouldn't even like exist if my dolls were just gone. Like
Mm-hmm.
that really to me shows how ingrained my identity is into my dolls, and like that kind of scares me. Like I don't I'm like a I'm not just like simply like a doll person, and like that's literally it. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I have such a plethora of interests and like different aspects of me and different facets, and like I don't know, like I I want to feel like it would be okay if my dolls were just gone. Like cuz obviously
Yeah.
like objectively I would like survive. Like they're literally
Yeah.
inanimate objects, but like the it's so crazy how deeply I don't know what you mean by my iPad was just like, I don't know what you mean by that. Like Siri.
Oh my god, I like how I'm literally using my iPad to talk to you though.
Really? Oh my
Like
god.
my phone's right here.
Um No, but like it's just and it's something I've been like thinking about and trying to I want to break that cord because it's and that's the thing too is like how you were saying you feel like because you've been picking up like traction with like doll related stuff like
Mm-hmm.
I feel that way about like my YouTube channel because I mean I do other videos too like decently often but it's like majority is doll stuff and I noticed that my Bratz content like gets the most like views and the most
Mm-hmm.
comments and likes and honestly like girl I am like so sick of Bratz like
Same.
I just
Everyone in the chat's
like what because and like people are like I don't know and it's literally
I'm
so
just
similar
tired
to
of them.
what you
Like people don't understand. Like I'm gonna say this for the people. Like I feel like there's people who look at the Bratz brand and they're like, oh my god, like look at all these stunning dolls, and like it's like I'm at the level where if you ask me what Bratz doll, I can tell you what year, when she came out, whatever. You know what I mean? And it's like
yeah
I feel like when you're at that level, it's like I've been looking at these same fucking dolls for 20 years. The same dolls. You know what I mean? Like, and especially when your sweet spot is only consisting of like 5 years, there's only 5 years of dolls for me to really, really look at and for me
hmm
to really, really enjoy. And it's just like, I love seeing all the comments of people being like, oh my God, I used to have this doll. Like, I love that. Don't get me wrong. But it's also just like, the best way I can describe it is like when you're playing a video game and you beat a level, you know what I mean? But maybe you didn't finish all the tasks for
hmm
that level,
yeah
but the
yeah
level's complete, you know what I mean? And like that's how I feel with like, like my Bratz media and like the Bratz like reposting me on their page and like contacting me. Like to me, it's like destiny fulfilled. You know what I mean?
yeah
And it's like I can't throw anything else into this void because it's like it's closed now. You know what I mean? And it kind
yeah
of just feels like it's like that's a crazy like I'm very grateful for that. You know what I mean? Like and I love that I've come to that kind of like place, but it kind of makes me look at my breaths like is it time for you guys not to go, but like is it time for me to like
yeah to
take
like
on my next adventure? You know what
yeah
I mean?
like
Like
put
is
him
it
on the
time for me
back
to take
burner
down like like my biggest issue from like now until like the past year has been like like my childhood and like things with my mom and like things with my dolls, and it's like going through like therapy and stuff, and I guess like coming to like a resolve with my mom at the same time that like I came into this whole like Bratz TikTok thing. It's
hmm
very fitting and it feels very like fulfilling that it feels like I've finally like gotten my answers, I've gotten my healing, like I've gotten the collection I've always wanted. So like now it's like okay, like I'm not gonna keep running through level one to pick up all the spare coins. If
yeah
I can go back and get them here and there, it's whatever. But it's like at this point, it's like, do I really want to go and like use my Bratz girl money to buy another
yeah
Bratz doll, or do I want to go and be a Bratz girl now? You know?
yes it's like you don't have to like we both like sorry I really quick we both were like
Just like, by the way,
oh my
hope
god,
you
I
bitches
love
didn't
you.
forget.
We're so like our brains are just so like
Girl, like I just because like I'm talking and then I do this, and then I'm just like, oh,
yeah,
that feels
same. Um no, it's kind of like we don't have to like buy all of these immense amounts of dolls to like live out those experiences we want as those like glamorous girls like through them anymore. Like we can just go do that now. And it's like it's kind of scary, like that idea that it's kind of scary to think that like they're kind of like for us personally, like, you know, other people just collect just because like it's a hobby and they like it. But I think that
Mhm.
for us specifically and for like other like trans girls and just stuff like that, like I do think that it kind of is like it gets to a point where like it's kind of like you don't really need them anymore in the way that you like once did, and it
Yeah.
kind of like desensitizes them like emotionally a little bit, and like that's kind of like scary though, like because that totally like that just goes against like the connection you've had with them your whole life,
Yeah.
and like you almost feel bad if you're like not purchasing them, because then it makes you feel like you don't like care to collect them anymore, or like whatever. And I was actually telling I was going to this like this kind of like energetic like healer person, and she basically is able to like read your energy, and she like
Oh my God,
receives
you're
like
fully going to like a shaman.
literally like kind of um she's like a Reiki master. Reiki is like quantum energy like healing or something, but she basically is able to like receive information by like reading your energy. It's really cool. She's like kind of psychic, but like in a more like scientific way, whatever. But
Mhm.
I was talking about them, and I was kind of like I kind of feel like bad if I like don't continue to buy dolls. Like I feel like I'm kind like they've been there for me my whole life, and I feel like I would be like like betraying them, or like I would be abandoning them, because like
Yeah.
they were there for me when I felt like I was being abandoned in my life. And like the idea of like not being focused on dolls almost feels like uh
Don't laugh at me. My lash started being weird and I just realized it.
no, I was just
But
watching
I'm
you, and
literally
then you were
looking at
like
you.
um,
Like I'm like, why are you doing this? Okay, we're
no,
back.
it's okay, it's okay. It
Not me thinking I was being slick.
it's just so funny.
Bratz girls.
Um,
Yeah, we can see your comments, but we're also just talking. There
sorry,
was some
sorry. Um,
there is something crazy that happened in the chat that I'm gonna text you about later. But
oh my god,
I was here like
you were like reading it like a hawk. Um,
I was like things got crazy on my end.
oh my god, I don't think I can see that. I think I can only see like my comments.
No, that's not like, oh no, things got crazy over here.
Really? Oh my god.
Like not like crazy, but like
Uh,
I'll tell
please tell me
you.
later. Um, no, but just to like finish that thing though, like they like I was saying to her like I was like, I genuinely, like, deep down, I feel like I'm afraid of, like, abandoning my dolls. Cause, like, I think deep down, like, the inner child still perceives them as, like, my friends and, like, the safe space and all of that stuff. But it's like, I'm not unsafe anymore. And I have like
Yeah.
friends now. I've grown from that part of my life. And she was like she was like, listen, like your dolls, like they were there for you. And like, you know, she was like obviously like having an immense like emotional connection brings a sort of energy to dolls and inanimate objects and things. And she was like she was like, you are like you will not be abandoning them. Like they were there for you during that period, and like they would have wanted you to get out of that and to not have to like depend on inanimate objects to feel safe anymore. And like, you
Yeah.
know, she was like they would be happy for you that you would be where you are. Like, you know, also the fact that dolls like literally do not have feelings, but like
They're literally
just
plastic.
but just like in the sense of like
No, no,
having
I know
those
exactly what you mean.
like having those irrational kind of like feelings for them
No,
though.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
She
And
was
especially when like things like, like specifically dolls, I would say, because they have such a human likeness to them. I feel like
yes,
it's much easier to like project those kinds of feelings onto them without even realizing it too. You know what I
exactly. And especially as a kid, like you're not able to like zoom out and realize like, oh, these things definitely don't have thoughts and stuff. Like, you know, you just perceive them as like little people because that's like literally what they are. And like, she just told me, she was like, it is okay to let go and move on. Like, you are beyond this now. If you decided you wanted to put all of your dolls away, like, you know, that's okay. And they wouldn't, they would be happy. Like, they want you to be happy. Like, like
Yeah.
your perception of them, like your perception of them, they want you to like grow and be happy, and they don't want you to feel guilt. Like, and I was like, I just love that. Like, that's why I love going to those kinds of like readings and stuff, because like the way that she like is able to like enter like my mind and like talk to me as if like my dolls like are real and stuff. Like, I love like that about that woman. But
Yeah, it's like very like introspective almost.
yes, it's so nice. And I was like bawling. Like, it really was like digging up some like deep stuff for me. And like,
Yeah.
and I feel like too, like with other people, when I try to talk about it, they just don't quite get how like deeply rooted of a thing it is for me. And they're just like, but I've come to this place though where like I want to exist outside of dolls. Like, I mean, like, I want to like make music. Like, I've been doing commissions and art. Like, I want to like, I want to create like other content. Like people are always like, can you do another like 9 Bratz transformations? I'm just kind of like, no. Like, I
No,
don't
I don't
want
want
to. I don't
to.
want to. Like,
I don't
also the
want to
person that
go.
was just saying that they were sorry for asking me to make Bratz content, it is
Don't
totally
be
fine.
sorry. Don't be
Yeah,
sorry.
please
Listen,
don't be
man.
sorry. I
You're literally just wanting what we're putting out there.
exactly. I'm putting that out there like you want more, but this is just something that I've been thinking about lately, like especially with
Oh my god,
Bratz.
Alana's on the chat.
Oh my god, Lana, hey.
And her fat, juicy
Thank
titties.
God she's here.
But like, you know what I was also thinking too is that like I feel like when it comes to dolls and everything like that, I feel like it's almost like at what point do you like graduate? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
at what point is it just like okay, like you know, like I guess like not like when do you move on, but like when do you get a break, I guess, from like that kind of healing and that kind of like
Yeah.
phase in your life and like that kind of like I don't know, like it's kind of like the way I see it is almost like your mom. Like your mom wants the best for you, but she also wants you to move the fuck out of her house. Like she also wants you to be your own person. And it's like I feel like if my dolls were real people, like they just kind of be like you're good now. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
like you
exactly.
made it. Like you know what I mean? Like you did it. Like what more do you need from us? And it's also like I got to a point too where I was like where I kind of was like, oh, like maybe I want to work for like a Bratz company or like not a Bratz company, a doll company, you know what I mean, or something like that.
Yeah.
Because I've always had a passion for like doing hair and stuff like that. But it feels like it's like, how do I separate my passion for dolls from the dolls that have like helped me get through things? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, how do I
Exactly.
like all I know when it comes to dolls is like healing almost. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? So it's like how do I cut that like umbilical cord? Like how do I
Yes, exactly.
like how do you move on from that almost? You know, especially because like so much of my life, like even when I move somewhere, like it's like okay, like I have to make sure my dolls are packed good. Like I have to pack up all my shelves. Like I have to
Mhm.
like so much of my stuff when I moved here was dolls. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
just like I am still like a real ass person, you know what I mean? Like I am like a whole individual and it's just like I don't know, like at some point it's kind of like what are these dolls fulfilling anymore, you know?
Yes. I
Like
mean,
I'm pouring water into the ocean at this point.
oh my God, that's literally like, you have such like really great like analogies and like metaphors that you say. Like
Oh,
that
thank
is
you.
such a good like that's it, like, girl, like the ocean is good. It doesn't need any
The
more fucking
ocean's
water.
good.
Like, don't dump your water in the ocean. Like, drink the fuck. water. Like,
girl, like that, like exactly. And it's like I don't know, like I just feel like, I don't know like how this is for you anyway, but like for me as like a trans woman, like it's like I feel like I have, like it feels like I'm dealing with like a cake, you know what I mean? Like I have like this big piece down here that is like childhood trauma, like it's like not feeling accepted, blah blah blah, but I feel like I've eaten all that cake now, you know what I mean?
yeah,
And I feel like that like last piece of this cake for me anyway was like my, relationship with my dolls, and then kind of like, like I've talked to you about like my laser hair removal journey. I feel like those two things feel like it's like the last piece of this chapter for me to like wrap up, you know what I mean?
yeah,
And
yeah,
like it's like I wonder, like in my next layer of this like wedding cake, so to speak, it's like where do Bratz fit into that? You know what I mean? Like where
yeah,
do they fit into this new, because like after, this kind of situation with like I said, my laser hair removal, like I've kind of had like this grand plan where it's like I want to like get laser hair removal, then like right after that, like I'd really love to get like FFS, and then like right after that, like I'd really love to like get like a breast augmentation, and then like getting like, like just other stuff done. And it's like where do Bratz fit in all that? You know what I
yes,
mean? Like where do they fit in? Like what do I do when it's like all these things that I've used as supports for trauma? Like what do I do when it's like I feel like it's like, okay, like your leg is healed, like let's take the cast off, you know what I mean? Like let's walk again. Like it's
literally, yeah,
it's like, but like I don't know what that looks like, you know what I mean? Because I feel
yeah,
like for us especially, there's not a lot of like, us as dog collectors I should say, there's not a lot of like what's the word I'm looking at? There's not a lot of like information on what someone who is dog collecting healthy looks like. You know what I mean? Like, what does a healthy dog collection look like? Like,
yeah,
what does someone who is taking a break from dolls look like? Like, does that mean
yeah,
putting your dolls away? Does that mean no longer buying dolls? You know what I mean? Because for me, I noticed that, like, when I get into these moods where I'm like, actually, I can show you right now. I don't know if you see these two shelves right here. It's like one Bratz boy is on that shelf.
yeah,
I like cleared off that shelf because like I just was like, oh, like I kind of want to put some other stuff up that's not even doll related. And I'm just like, I don't know, like I'm starting to put away some of the Bratz, but it's not like, it doesn't feel like, I don't feel like bad about it. Like it's kind of just like,
yeah.
oh, let's get you guys out of here already. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I just did that too with a couple. Well, I just put like I think I put like 16 of my brats like just away because I feel like there was so many on my shelves and like there was just too many. Like there was just some that I just genuinely felt like I'm not really interested in her right now. Like does she have to be like displayed like all at all times? And I always have this thing too with um like because of the fact that I like need money for like a car and like more laser and just all these things I
Yeah,
want to do like future like big girl things, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like I'm kind of like okay, well if I don't even want it to be displayed on my shelf, like why keep it in a tote? Like why not just sell it and get money? But
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and like that kind of like scares me sometimes because then I look and I'm like, well, I don't really want to like get rid of it. So I guess I'll just like keep it on my shelf. And it's like, I don't want, like, I don't know. I've been
I
getting
don't like
better.
clutter. I don't like a lot of like things in
Same.
boxes. I don't like right now I have a closet that's just like filled with boxes of like random dolls. And to
Yeah.
me like okay, like I've kind of come to a point recently where it's like I feel like I really wanted to have this like impressive like doll collection. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? And like have this thing where it's like I can give someone a tour of it, and I can be like, "Oh
Yeah.
my god, like look at this line and look at this line and look at this line." But it's like I don't at any point plan to like run like a doll museum. And like the more that like I look at this, like the more that I look at the stuff on my shelves, it's just like this isn't like decor, like these are toys, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
like right now, like for example, my roommate, he's like kind of we're like thinking about like I guess like switching up after our lease basically. So like when the lease is up, I think he's gonna move out, but like I don't want to move out. Like I think I'm just gonna stay here. So
Mhm.
like my mind is kind of like, well, if I have a room just for my dolls, I can kind of just go visit it whenever I want to.
That would be
If I
so
ever do
nice.
want to see them, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's like it's also just like at that point, I'm also going to be paying, an extra X, Y, and Z a month just to have this doll room, kind of. And it's
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Like, it's like, what does owning all these dolls mean to me? Does it mean that, like, I finally have the collection of my dreams? Does it mean that, like, I kind of, like, feel like I kind of have a leg up over, like, other collectors? Like, there's so many
Mhm.
levels of, like, there's just so many layers to like what do you do with your collection because like I do want to be like not like a real adult like I don't you know what I mean
Right,
but it's
right.
just like also like I just feel like me as like a grown woman like going through all this stuff like I feel like I would have a few Bratz dolls for like decor and like mementos but like do I need every single Fiona that's ever come out?
Right. Like do I seriously need like I don't know, like Slumber Party Megan? Like what is Slumber Party Megan like truly like doing to like my life? Like and like why is it like spending like how is spending money on like I'm I'm not saying this like against you, but like for example, like spending like $60 on like a form of funk Yasmin.
No, bitch, say it about me because I was down to I spent $65 on a formal funk Yasmin. I could
Right,
literally
and
take
like
it out back and shot.
literally like
Like,
I
bitch, go fucking get a down payment for your car. Formal
I
funk
know
Yasmin is
like
ugly.
it's like literally like how is like why is the $60 like that could go towards your car like worth why is it worth more to get like a formal funky Yasmin? Like what is she like doing for me? Like and it's like
Nothing.
when she comes, like are you really gonna be picking her up all the time, looking at her? Like probably not, you know? And and
Girl,
that's not like
literally.
I'm not like saying that to you, but just like in retrospect,
No, no, no. I completely understand what you
I
mean.
do that too. Like or like I bought like stupid like my scene like first edition Chelsea. Like as soon as I got her, I was just like um like I was just like literally like what is this girl doing? Like how is first edition Chelsea like benefiting my life besides like taking $30 away of like my money towards my literal car that I need? Like it's just so like I feel like it just gets to a point where it's like what are your priorities now that you're like an actual person, you know? And
Yeah, like
it's
it's like I have adult money, but it's like I also have like adult problems. What is
yes,
this dog
exactly.
that is
And
in
like
my screen?
it's just Alana says it's so addicting to like have a dog coming to your house. It is, and I think that's what it ties into too is like the thrill, and I think that's where it ties back to it being something that sort of like fills your void and gives you
What is
serotonin.
this
Like
dot on my screen? Do you see this? Is there a dot on my
you mean
screen?
that little like white dot on your hair?
Yeah. It's
What
like
the fuck?
I don't know why this is happening. Where did she come from? Okay, here we
Literally,
go.
she's so mysterious. Is she gone?
No, I don't know. I just moved the camera. I
Alana
don't care.
says, "I see the dot."
Oh my god, the people in the comments are just like, "Girl," and I'm like, "Girl," but this is the truth of buying a dog. Like, this is
Is
literally
that what they're
the
saying?
reality.
Is anybody like mad or anything?
No, no, no. Like, someone's saying like they're like, "Oh, I feel red," and it's like relatable though. Like, I think we all can relate to this like feeling of like especially because
Destiny.
like it's like you know what they always say. They say like like obviously I don't want to like trigger anyone, so like trigger warning. I'll be talking about like fat bitch shit, but like, but like they say like when people are like overweight and they're like yeah like it took like one time when I was little for my mom to kind of be like oh like maybe you shouldn't eat that or she would restrict my food and then when I got older I started eating like out of control and it's
Yeah.
like I feel like we don't analyze these behaviors in other aspects, because I feel like when we think of addictive behaviors, we think of food, we think of gambling, we think of liquor, we think of drugs, but we never
Mm-hmm.
think of how that looks in different avenues. Like, what does addiction look like to someone who doesn't really want to, you know, do meth or like fucking be an alcoholic? Like,
Right.
what does that look like? And then you see these people who are like, I own 42 fucking cars. And it's like,
Right.
babe, what's happening? You know what I mean? And it's like, I have this whole 2 fucking walls of Bratz dolls now where it's just like,
Right.
like,
I know. And
like
like,
I'm just like,
ugh,
what is like, where, like, we know where this started, but where is it going? Like, am I gonna be happy
yes.
when I have every single Bratz doll? Like, is that what's gonna be like? Is that gonna be like it? You know what I mean?
I don't like that's the thing that I've learned is like I don't think so. Like I think it's like we like back to what I was saying a little bit earlier about like we search for like external solutions to our internal problems.
Yep.
Like no amount of food or dolls or like material items or shopping or even like long hair or like plastic surgery or just none of that stuff is going to like fix and heal our problems. Like, and it's like we just search and search and search and grab and grab and grab to like fill it up and fill it up. And it just, yes, you get excited when like a doll comes in the mail, obviously. Yes, you might feel better for a little bit, but it's like, did it actually like elevate you and like help you to grow to like a stronger, more like stable version of yourself that is like absent of the problem that you're trying to fix? Like, probably not, and like that's a hard pill to swallow because then you realize like, wait, Funk and Glow Wave 2 is actually scientifically proven to help depression. A lot of literally so fucking true, but like,
God, literally, like Chloe and Jade and
uh,
Dana. Honestly, all of them look
dang.
great.
And
Sasha
Yasmin.
and Yasmin look a little crazy, but like
I
their
kind
makeup
of love Yasmin, like that like blue glittery eyeshadow
and
on
her
her.
like Pepto Bismol, not Pepto Bismol, but like pink lips.
Yes. That's so
Pepto
beautiful. Um
Bismol pink.
literally. Um
But yeah, I feel like I don't know. Like I just feel like with when it comes to dolls and it comes to collecting, I think it's like I don't know, especially like with like Monster High collectors. I feel like because like it had such a strong message. I feel like people like really just like run. Why are you laughing?
I
Why are you
I was just
laughing?
thinking about like, okay, no offense. This is gonna be like kind of like rude and uncalled for, but like I kind of love like pushing the buttons of Monster High stands. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's so
They're just
bad.
so like they just like they are so defensive about like, and I feel like it's all the little like emos and they're like a little bit older and they're like defending it and I get it, but like they, oh my god, like for some reason I just think Monster High stands are like so fucking funny and like so delusional and crazy.
Like it cracks me up when people are like, Monster High just goth Bratz dolls. And my mind fully just goes to like Iris Klops. And I'm like,
or like Gilda Holdstag.
and her brown ass pants. And her brown ass pants. That fucking bitch.
Her fucking
That
crap
fucking
pants.
bitch. That fucking bitch. And her green ass shirt. That bitch looked like a tree.
And that stupid like toothpaste hair. That stupid tooth. It looks like someone like sucked on her. They were like,
I'm dying. I'm dying. It looks like someone. It looks like someone put her hair in a ponytail, then Mulan cut it off.
yeah. Looks like someone like put it in that ponytail and like boiled it upside down and just like snipped it off. She's so ugly.
Oh my god! Like I couldn't like no shade, no tea, but like for example, like Claudina, she has like a huge Monster High collection.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, what happens when you have to like? Why are you laughing?
Because you literally were like, You made that little side eye.
But, but it's like, what do you do when you have like 600 Monster High dolls on display, but all their hair feels like rubber erasers,
Like glue.
like it just feels like fucking like spackle. Like what the fuck?
Those dolls are so like not like durable. Like they did not withhold the stand of time. Um, they're like I still have like my customized like Wave One set, and I do still have my Abby Abominable and Spectra from when I was little because like okay, like Abby Abominable is seriously like she's like the trans girl of Monster High. Like
Girl,
she
okay, her outfit, the fact that she's like a big tall bitch in the series.
yeah, and she's blue, white, and pink too, and like
Girl,
the way that she
literally.
has that like glamorous like tinseled hair, like she
And
and
it's
she
like that strong, good tinsel too.
and she has that like deep voice.
She's like, Frankie.
She's like, my name is Abby Abominable. Oh my god, that made my fucking head pulse.
Oh my god. No, I really, really love First Wave Abby. I was actually thinking of buying her.
You
Because I
should.
noticed
She's pretty.
Abby doesn't get like fucking tranny.
Literally, she is like she's the tranny of all the Monster High dolls. And also, like, I think original Gulia and Laguna, like, I think they are so cute. And also Cleo Denial, like, she's actually like stunning, Cleo.
You know whose outfit I never really liked? Claudine. Like her First Wave outfit.
Dude,
I like her sexy little socks, but besides that,
I literally feel like I do think it's like I find it cuter now, but like especially back then, and she also had like the shortest hair too.
yeah, like she has like very much like newscaster hair.
Literally, like those like middle-aged like glamorous like puffed up like side swoops.
You know whose hair I always hated because it just never was like pulled off right? Fucking Operetta.
Dude.
She had like a red razored out like boob length hair with just black hair in the middle coming out long as fuck. Like it doesn't look like she has a black ombre. It just looks like she has a bad haircut.
And she has those stupid rockabilly victory rolls. I hate that. I don't like rockabilly girl. Like that's like my least favorite like that's my least favorite like look that exists on the planet. Like Alana said operetta is transphobic. Literally.
Girl, operetta, like I don't know, like her purple ass skin and she's like all fucking southern. Like I'm just like go to like I don't know, like just like the rockabilly thing.
Did you almost say go to hell?
Yeah. Go to the fucking catacombs.
Literally, go back to the fucking basement, hag.
Not the basement. Girl, but like Monster High, that's fucking terrifying.
Oh my god. Alana said, can we please go back to Monster High hating? Yeah.
I'm like, anyway, back to their fucking gluey, disgusting scalps.
They're nasty, like, and also like they got those like flimsy ass like limbs, and I don't know what it is about like Bratz dolls, and also like my scenes and like Living Dead dolls, like they feel so like sturdy like in your
like
hands.
Fucking chunky.
Yes, they're so like girthy. They got some real like girth to them.
Well, you know what? Honestly, I feel like the Mycene body, like that early like belly button like 1999 body is honestly like my favorite Barbie body ever.
Yes,
because it's
same.
so like heavy and like good quality, and like even the $5 shitty like fucking beach dolls used to have like the good like belly button quality body, and I'm like, what happened to that?
I don't know about you, Jools, but like I love Mycene so fucking much. Like, oh my god, do you want to see this one I just got today?
Yeah. Oh my god, I didn't even tell you that I got price gouged for a Juicy Bling Madison.
Wait, are you serious? Like somebody like snagged it off of you for like because they offered more?
No, the fucking seller listed her for
Oh.
$35, like buy it now, right? Or not buy it now, like it was a $35 bid. And no one bid, so I won her for $35. And then the seller was like pissed that she only sold for $35, canceled my order, and relisted her for $60.
Oh my god, those fucking bitches.
I was like, you're ugly. I want that doll so bad. She's so hot.
Literally so fucking hideous.
Like, what a fucking bitch.
What a fucking loser.
Like, what a
I
psychopath.
know. Oh, you had to get your extra 30 fucking dollars. Like
She's like, oh, I can't feed my fucking kids off of this. Like,
she's
girl, go eat my ass.
oh my god. That's so annoying. Can you imagine if you would have got her for 35?
Oh my god, she's so hot. Like, Juicy Bling Madison is an icon.
Dude, she's like probably one of my top 5 like dolls of my whole collection. But I also just got this Madison today too.
Ah, I love that Madison.
Me
I used to have her as a
too.
kid. Her
You
shawl is
did?
like such good quality. Yeah, I used to have her.
Oh my god,
She has like
that's so...
Kaneka hair, right?
Yeah, yeah. I love this Madison. She literally is a blatant ripoff of Secret Date Nevra, I swear.
Girl, to a fucking T. Like the light blue color scheme, the bangs, the makeup, like
Yeah.
everything is the fucking same.
Alana said Madison is awesome. Thank you.
I really
Shut
like
up.
I really like Golden Bling. I feel like that was like a fun moment for the girls, but they're like really expensive.
Jools, Golden Bling is like my number one favorite Mycene collection. Like,
Like I love Egyptian themed anything, and like that just like
oh,
really
they're so
fucks my
pretty.
puss.
Oh my god. Okay, okay. For some reason, cycling back to Monster High for just a sec.
I'm like,
Have you
glue.
seen the?
Like immediately every time we talk about Monster High, I'm like, glue, bitch.
Literally. Oh my god. Literally. Like, fuck. Literally. Like, literally. No, but have you seen those Monster High, like, prototypes that they made out of, like, Mycene dolls? Did you see those?
Yes.
I feel
I
like
love
Golden
those.
Bling Delancey looks like the, like, Cleo Denial if they would have, like, made one of her, like, as the Mycene. Do you know what I mean? I think that's kind of
She's
cute.
so hot. Like it's just such a random like theme though.
I want to like suck on her. Like I want to like.
I was gonna say, have you ever sucked on a Barbie head?
Oh yes, I've sucked on a Barbie head.
Because I have.
Me too. I love when you get like their whole scalp like covered in like saliva. Like
something about the hair feels really nice in the mouth.
I also love putting like the foot in my mouth and like whipping her around.
Oh my god! I like how you go full like golden retriever.
I'm like,
your mom's like, give it back.
Ew. Or do you ever do this? Here's Katya. Do you ever do this? Have you ever like held their arms and like spun them like this? What?
I already knew.
You do that too?
As soon as you picked her up, I knew what was coming.
No way. I didn't know anyone else did that.
Oh my god, they go so fast. Especially like the older ones.
Yeah. I love doing that.
I want someone to do that to
me. Same.
I feel like my back would crack so good. What doll is that? Oh my god.
Oh my god. Or it's like, you know, like chewing on with their hands and shit.
Oh my god, I used to chew on my Barbie legs until the fucking like plastic from inside would just come out.
Yeah.
Like I would just chew their feet off until they became Bratz, honestly.
Imagine Serena on all fours whipping her dolls around. I feel like I've done that before.
Like, girl, that's too late.
Literally. Ask Alana. I bet you I've done that in front of her before.
She fully posted the TikTok. She's like, here you go.
I just like I literally like love like fucking with them like that. It's so fun. When I was little, I used to love tying like a shoelace to them and tying one of them up on my fan and watching it like spin around on my fan.
Oh my god.
It was so fun.
My favorite thing to do when I was little was like, I don't know why. It was like so funny to me. But like I would just throw my dolls out the window and then go outside and like pick them up.
I've done that before. You like whip them off the roof.
Like something about watching them fall like a few stories was so satisfying.
I know, and like their hair would be like cascading down.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I would pretend like it was that one scene in Spy Kids where they're like,
yeah. I always had like the most dramatic, like when I would be playing, like it would be like, don't let me fall, and then like she would fall and I would make her hair be like, ah, and she would like fall and die. And I would be like, I want to fall glamorously to my death. That's like no context or anything. I would just instantly, they'd be in a position where like she was about to fall off the cliff. And...
No, literally. I remember one time, I'll never forget, I had this Barbie car and I was taking a bath and like I put Strutted Megan in the car and I like drove it into the water. And I like made it go down. Slow motion. And like I was like, oh, she's trapped in there.
You'd be like and you'd make her like shake around a little bit.
Girl, we're sociopaths.
I know, we're crazy. I used to do this thing where like if I didn't have like, oh my god, two things. I used to love going outside and I'd look up at like the electricity, or what are those called, like the electricity like lines, like the wires that would go across. I loved throwing them up to see if I could get them like, caught up in like the lines. And sometimes I actually would get them caught up there and then I'd like freak the fuck out. But it was so fun. Like I used to be obsessed with like throwing them really high and like watching them fall. Yes. It was so fun.
Girl, yes.
There's literally this old video of me and Alana, and we went and got like this bag of like ugly, I think it was like a Diamond Castle doll and just like all this dumb shit in there. And I think there was also a Gabriella like Montez from High School Musical doll. And we literally just went outside and just like played like this torture game where like there's this video of me like shredding Gabriella's face like on the black tar.
Oh my God.
And like whipping her across like the tree. And then there's a video of us like running over with my tire, like the girl, like the Diamond Castle doll, and the whole time we're just like, yeah, you stupid bitches. Like wait, Alana said one time Serena ripped Jam and Glam Teresa's scalp and threw her out of a moving car. Yes, I did do that. There's literally this video. Like we went to the thrift store and she got the Jam and Glam Jam and Glam Teresa, and
that's me making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich,
Mama. What? You're making a PB&J?
I said Jam and Glam. I was like, that's me making a peanut butter.
Literally, like, just making it all glamorously.
Just putting on that jam.
No, but, like, in the video, I was like, can I rip off her scalp? And she was like, sure. And then I just, like, ripped it off and, like, whipped her out the door. Oh, my God. I just love, like, destroying, like, ugly old dolls. It's so fun.
You know what I really want to do? I know this is sick, but, like...
What is it?
I really want to destroy an American Girl doll.
Yes, wouldn't that be so fun?
Girl, like I wish I could just find like one that's like $6 or something that just like is already gone through it. Like I want to like
Literally.
create like that one toy from Toy Story where it's like the doll head and like the spider legs.
Yes, you can make it like really crawl. I just like it would be so fun to like grab them by their ankles and like whip them around like Amanda Thripp from Matilda, or like by their ponytails.
Oh my god! I remember one time when I was like 6, or like not 6. That's literally a lie.
Fucking liar.
I was literally like 12. But like, what's it called? I had a girls' night out, Yasmin. I like took her head and just like took it off her body and put it in the microwave.
Really?
Like a long. And it was like so funny because her head just like caved in and then just started smoking. Like,
Oh my god. I would
and on
love to
top of
do
that,
that.
like as if setting her on fire wasn't enough, I fully just fucking threw the thing off, like through the plate that she melted on. I like threw it out my back window, like a frisbee.
Like, why? You know? Oh my god, did you ever do this? I used to be so fucking obsessed with this, Jules. I used to take like a Polly Pocket or like a little doll, and I would put her in a cup of water, and
And
I'd
freeze
put
it.
yes, and put it in the
Yes!
freezer.
Yes, I used to do that with my Rock Angels Jade. I don't know why.
Is
And
that
then
like a universal
I would
thing?
pour hot
Because
water on it.
I literally used to, and then I would like get her out and like examine her, and then I would start to melt her, and I would like start to play, and I'd make her be like, oh my god, like I thought I was gonna die in there, and then I would start to fill up the water again, and I'd make her be like, no, please, please, and as I put her in the freezer, she'd be like, help me, and then I'd like close it and then pretend to kill her again.
Oh my god, girl! Literally, that was literally me with my little Bratz.
You did that
I, I
same
remember
shit.
one time, like I put it like in a glass, and the fucking glass shattered, and my mom was
Really?
my mom was so mad.
Oh my god.
Girl, that was literally. I can't believe you said that. That literally unlocked my childhood. Like that same Rock Angels Jade, I like left her in my dad's pool, like overnight,
Oh.
like just overnight, just left her in there just to see like what her life would be like.
Right.
And then the next day I got her and I was like, wow.
There was like this Kim Possible doll that was in like my pool, like the little like the pool like floaty toy area, and she like just had this like brown and green mold just like growing all over her fucking face and hair, and like every couple of years I would like go out there and be like, I'd be like, should I like fix her up, and then I'd be like, nah, and I'd like whip her back in there. She was like my go-to like beat the shit out of doll for a while. Why are you laughing?
Impossible. Oh my god! Oh my god! The dot is back in my hair.
Oh my god, it is. What the fuck is that?
It's Kim Possible making a return.
Aw, Melancholy Minaj is here. Hey,
Oh my
babe.
god. Not fat. Well, actually, I'm probably gonna go actually right after this.
Oh my god, that is totally fine. I need to like eat something anyway.
Girl, I was gonna say I'm fucking hungry and I have to poop.
Ah, I want a DoorDash.
What are you gonna get?
After all this hard work. I don't know. I honestly like. I want like the taco truck. We have like this
cheeseburger.
My mouth was like. I love like we've been going to this like authentic like Mexican like taco truck, and like it's so it's so fucking good.
Oh, that sounds. I could go for a taco dinner right now. Actually.
And it's like real, like it's not like, you know, like like sour cream and cheese crunchy taco, you know.
It's like corn tortillas, like cilantro, onion.
Yeah. Yes,
Oh, that's my favorite.
I
That's
love
my
the
favorite.
corn tortillas. They're so good.
Like at my job, we serve all our tacos on flour tortillas because like they're like made in house from fucking scratch. Yeah. But like, like they just taste like shit. So I'm like, corn it is.
Corn it is. I love
Like, oh my god, I
corn.
just got an air fryer and I have a bag of spicy chicken nuggets, so I'm gonna go tend to that actually.
Oh my God, Jules, I just want to say thank you so much for having this conversation with me and wanting to chat. Well, I mean, I for some reason I perceived this live to be like more like serious, but we were just like dying the whole time.
I mean, like we could always come back for another live. I'm sure the
Yes.
people would.
No, I just like I loved like getting like deep into these things because I'm gonna post this to my YouTube. I think it's still screen recording, I hope. Um but I feel like it's just something that I wanted to make a video on too, like more about like just how like deep it really can be like rooted and how it can be like it's not always like the most positive thing ever like in our lives to like be connected so deeply to like these like inanimate objects and like it was nice to have like someone else who like understands all of that to like go back and forth and like volleyball with. So
No, yeah,
thank
completely.
you.
Same. That's why I invited you. I'm so glad you were able to come.
Oh my God, Jules. I love you.
Oh, I love you too. Well, all right, guys, we're gonna go. Thank you
Yeah.
guys so much for watching. It was a
Yes, thank
pleasure.
you.
And if you guys want us to do this again, let us know. I'm
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
we will.
Love you.
Bye, sexy
Bye.
sluts. Love you.
Bye, sexy gorgeous
Bye.
bitch.